This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska. This broadcast is presented by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith. And by Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is always ready to lend a hand in the communities that they serve. Log on to MidwestBank.com to find out more.
The final week of the regular season in 8-man football is here. Good evening, everyone. You are looking at a very soggy Terry Foxhoven Field in Wynot, Nebraska, northern Dixon County, where tonight we present a district championship matchup between the Wynot Blue Devils and the Bees of Bloomfield. That matchup presented by Nebraska Public Power District. Always there when you need them. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. Lou, here we go. It's been a great rivalry, really, over the last decade between these two schools. They met twice last year, split the games. The most important one in the playoffs went to Bloomfield. Why not hoping for a manner of revenge here at home tonight?
Yeah, maybe you lose this game so you can play again in the playoffs and win. I don't know, but certainly both these teams want to win this district championship. The weather, not ideal tonight. A lot of wind. The field is wet. We'll see how that affects the ball game as we go.
Absolutely. We will get you starting lineups, all the action coming up in just a few moments. Stay with us. You're watching high school football on News Channel Nebraska.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCo.com.
We're here at Faith Regional, which is home to multiple certified hand therapists, a certification that's not very common in Nebraska. Let's meet one of them. I'm joined now by Beth Olson, an occupational therapist and certified hand therapist with Faith Regional Health Services. Beth, what is a certified hand therapist?
Certified hand therapist, just to kind of sum it up, it's a therapist that treats the upper extremity.
So it's beyond just the hands. You're looking at the whole arm.
It is. It's from the shoulder down.
What are some of the qualifications to be a certified hand therapist?
To be a CHT, you have to be either a physical therapist or an occupational therapist and be practicing for 3 years. You have to have 4,000 hours of direct clinical treatment to the arm, and then you also have to pass a comprehensive assessment. In the state of Nebraska, there's approximately 40 CHTs, and here at Faith, we have 3 of them.
How impressive is that? So you gave the numbers, but what's that say about this facility?
It says good things. In northeast Nebraska, definitely, if you have an arm injury, we would be the experts to treat that arm injury.
What are some of the specific things that you get to do?
We get to see a lot of trauma, including fractures, tendon injuries, soft tissue injuries, sports-related injuries, anything that involves having an accident or an injury to the arm.
When someone comes in for hand therapy, what are some of the expectations that they should have about what they're going to be doing?
When they first come in, we do a comprehensive evaluation. We can customize and fabricate orthosis for them, so splints for them, fit them with braces if needed. But our first visit is just the comprehensive evaluation, assessing what is wrong with their arm, what the game plan is to treat their arm, what the patient's goals are in order to gain their independence back.
When you're able to go through the process and see them reach their goals, what's that like for you as a hand therapist?
It's great. It's a team effort for sure. So the patient and I get to know each other very well. They have to be all in, just as I do, in order to get that outcome that they want.
Well, Beth, thank you so much for sharing with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Pre-game show is brought to you by Custom Sports.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Let's talk Team Spotlight. That brought to you by Currency. Need help financing RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency's here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. Bloomfield High School, the road team today. Town, named for Bloomfield Dyer. He owned the site of the town when it was founded. Sold it to him, said, name it after me. So they did. That's why it's Bloomfield. Wynot, believe it or not, it's literally named after somebody saying, why not? They asked what they wanted the town to be. They said, why not name it Wynot? So they did. And here we are, Terry Foxhoven Field, ready for this contest tonight. District title on the line, number 2 team in the NCN Sports Rankings. Wynot 7-0 on the year, taking on the Bloomfield Bees, ranked 10th. Their only loss on the season to unbeaten Crofton in Class D1. They both have 7 games in the win-loss record, have only played 6. Osmond was on their schedule, but they canceled their football season at the beginning of the year. So only 6 games apiece between the two of them.
Yes, Coach Hymas before the game, how he liked that. If you liked having the bye week, as it were, with that forfeit, he said he'd much rather play.
Swing pass on first down, so Wynot will go to the air. They are going right into the teeth of a very strong wind. Dylan Heine, one of the best quarterbacks in 8-man football. It'll be interesting to see if the weather grounds the attack at all. That was complete near side to Zach Foxhoven. It'll be 2nd down and 8 after the gain of 2.
I think you're going to have a hard time going against this north wind and certainly throwing the ball downfield. It's going to be tough, and it's going to be tough with the wind at your back because the wind's gusty, and sometimes it's quieter and then it gusts up. That can make the ball, travel on you a little bit.
Going with a timing on that one, knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Bloomfield big Mason Macaprang, the 255-pound senior. Well, it seems like every year they've got some giant named Macaprang on their line causing problems. It's now 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, that helps to have a big guy named Macaprang that creates problems for you. That certainly helps. Bloomfield, very good defensive team. With Wynot, the way they run their offense, they like to throw the football. You've seen it already. The first 2 plays were passes. They have more passing yards this year than running yards. And that's certainly something that a lot of Class D2 teams don't see a lot, a prolific passing attack.
214 yards through the air per game. They go deep on 3rd and long. This one out of bounds and incomplete. That was good coverage on the far sideline pass intended for Joe Sudbeck. That's Braden Gunther blanketing him, and it'll be 4th down.
It's that type of pass going against the wind that's going to be really tough tonight because you're going to have to, have some real, what's the word I'm looking for? You got to have some real touch on the ball, and you got to hope the wind isn't howling on you because that can knock it down either way.
Why not? Looks like they're going to punt. Now we've got a flag. There were 9 guys in the huddle. I think you're going to move them back 5 yards. 2 really good punters. Heine averaging about 42 yards a punt for Wynot. Bloomfield. Jake Schrader is the punter, averaging about 32 yards. Could be tough tonight. The ball's going to be wet on the snap. You can already see the field getting worn down. They got about 3 inches of rain up in this part of the state over the last couple of days.
Yeah, we were watching the receivers cutting during their warm-ups, and it's tough. The footing's going to be tough. That's the other thing. We talk so much about the wind. The field conditions are going to be tricky. You mentioned all that rain, and the slick conditions will make it very interesting tonight.
Heine gets a pretty good leg into that, angling it to the far sideline out of bounds, but Bloomfield will be starting in plus territory. It goes as a 20-yard punt, no return, and we will get our first look at the Bloomfield offense for Coach Matt Kuhar. As you see the starting lineup, look, everything that Wynot's offense is, Bloomfield's is very much the opposite. Wiley Ziegler, 836 yards on the ground, 11 touchdowns. They have been going to the air more. Braden Gunther, a better quarterback, I think, than people realize. And Lane Warrior at tight end, a fantastic target for Bloomfield, had 2 touchdown receptions in their victory last week. On first down, they'll hand off. This is Ziegler getting to the outside. Of course, Ziegler's been such a great playmaker on special teams for years, and now is the feature back for Coach Kuhar, showing he can make plays basically wherever you put him on the field.
Yeah, dynamic player, one of the more exciting players here in Class D2. And he's got you mentioned his special teams, has 15 touchdowns on kicker punt returns in his career. None this year yet, but that's outstanding. I mean, how many guys can say that?
Literally no one. He's the first ever to do it. 2nd down and 5. They'll go to the fullback. That's Genito. Big fullback there. Brock Genito, 175-pound sophomore, but he is stuffed. Wynot's D-line there to make the play. Brennan Hymas, the senior, in there among others. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
You really feel like the weather conditions tonight might favor Bloomfield, the way they like to muscle it up. They like to run the ball at you. They like to play physically. And they will. You mentioned their ability to throw the football, but it's a lot of it comes off like play action and when that running game gets going.
3rd down and 5 from the Wynot 24-yard line. Bloomfield's first offensive possession. They try to extend it on the ground, but Wynot's there for it. First contact by Carson Weisler. Ziegler got maybe a yard, but that is it. Weisler coming up from the defensive back spot. It'll be 4th down and 4, and already.
Got to believe that they're going to be going for it here. Certainly, I'm pretty sure I could make some field goals with a 40-mile-an-hour wind at my back. But, they're certainly going to go for it here. 4th down and about 4 deep in Wynot territory, about the 22-yard line.
Here we go, 4th and 4, Wynot 23, I formation behind Gunther. Gunther will pitch. Ziegler wants to get the edge, won't get there. Wynot sealed that off. That's a loss on the play. Gang tackled. It looked like Alex Sudbeck was there first. Wynot ready for that one.
Yeah, you see them running. Great job there to catch that edge and push him back inside. That's good team speed that time by Wynot to run that play down.
Our replay is brought to you tonight by Madison County Bank, here to help you grow. So Wynot takes over, 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line, no score, 2 good defensive stops. The one thing about it that we didn't mention at the outset, these are 2 fantastic defenses, among the best in the state. You see it right there. Smothered in the backfield, that's big Emmanuel Pena. Bringing down Zach Foxhoven for a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down and 12. Lou, both of these defenses, exact same number. They only give up 201 yards per game in 8-man football. That's remarkable.
Yeah, that's really good. And as far as points, Wynot has given up about 14, exactly 14 points a game. And Bloomfield only 11.6. So both of these teams very good across the board defensively, whether it's against the run or the pass.
Yeah, the game Bloomfield lost, they only gave up 16 points. The problem was they only scored 2. Now on 2nd down, QB keeper flag comes in. It's a 1-yard gain. Heine had gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but we'll sort out the penalty. It's indeed against Wynot. So a couple of penalties. You know, a game like this, Lou, it's going to be special teams and penalties, I think, that'll be the difference in a game like this. Turnovers as well.
And it's certainly when do you get the penalties. In this case, for Wynot, you're trying to establish something offensively, and you're going against this very difficult wind out of the north, so you don't want to be behind the chains because it's so difficult to throw the football when you're facing that wind. This is a team that loves to throw the football, but you get so far behind the chains, it makes it very difficult.
2nd down and 18. Out of the gun is Heine. Looking near side, it's not there. Goes back far side, and it's set up. Oh, flag coming in. This is going to come back. The blocking a little too good for Chase Schrader. That was going to be a 1st down, a gain of 19, but it's coming back. Ineligible receiver downfield is the call against Wynot.
That's tough against Wynot here. Let's see if we can pick that up.
Yeah, they'll give you some grace. You know, you usually get a little bit of a bubble, but
no, I think they're going to talk about it here. They may be picking this one up, maybe not.
Well, they are moving it back.
Okay, yep, they are. We're having some conversation out there, but yeah, it looks like the penalty's going to stand. And again, this just kills you if you're Wynot. I like the pass play though. The short to intermediate type passes allow your quarterback here, if you're Wynot, to Weisler to get into some sort of, or rather, Heine to get in some sort of a rhythm and hit those short passes. Try to get something going offensively. If the throw downfield against this wind is going to be very difficult all night tonight.
So now it's second down 23. Backed up to their own 11-yard line. This drive started at their own 24. Heine looking timing route, playing in traffic, incomplete. Lane Warrior had a bead on that one. He had 3 interceptions. Last week he's got 4 on the season, and he almost had his 5th right there.
Definitely a ball hawk. You see their Warrior coming across, kind of playing that safety spot. Read that play perfectly. If that ball is not going out of bounds, that's an interception.
So now third and a whole bunch back at the 11-yard line. It's third and 23. Why not move in the wrong direction? But again, these are 2 really good offenses that I think they're going to have to get used to probably not scoring what they're used to tonight on both sides of the ball. Third and 23. Heine will option. Late flip. Right side, good gain down the sideline. Gets a lot of it back, enough to maybe make it a bit of a decision. Zach Foxhoven, a nice run out across the 25 to the 28-yard line. That's a 17-yard gain. It's fourth down. Well, what do you do here on 4th and 7?
Well, with the wind in your face, I think you still try to kick the football, but maybe not. It looks like they might be thinking about going for it. Like the option play there by Heine. He did a great job to allow the defense to come to him before the pitch. That's what you want to do, is allow that defender to commit and then make the pitch.
Ball at 4th down and 6 from the 28-yard line. They'll punt it away. Tried the quick kick, but knocked it out of bounds, angled to the far side. Not a great kick there. So it'll be Bloomfield. Let's see where they mark it. They'll be starting in their own territory on this drive, 1st and 10. As we thought, look, 2 really good offenses, but defense ruling the day in conditions like these.
Yeah, both, as we mentioned, both these are really good defenses. We also have talked about Wiley Ziegler, how he affects the game. You saw both of the punts from Wynot that kicked away from him, kicked out of bounds.
You said it, Lou. He hasn't returned a punt for a touchdown this year. I think everybody's afraid of the guy. Hasn't had any opportunities. He's got an opportunity here to cut back, finds a lane, picks up a block from his quarterback Gunther on the far sideline and back into Wynot territory. Go the Bloomfield Bees. Solid gain on 1st down, and that really is the down where I think tonight might be won, Lou. Good gains on 1st down are going to be big tonight.
Yeah, you want to set up your offense in those short yardage situations. That was an excellent cutback that time by Ziegler. Good vision. Saw the play was going to the right. He cut back to his left and picked up about 8 yards.
Second down 2 from the Wynot 34-yard line. I formation behind Gunther. They handed off, I think they handed it off there. Yes, they did. It was Ginito. No gain. It'll be 3rd down and 2. It was kind of a triple option there. I thought maybe Gunther had pulled it out, but just sort of a rugby scrum. Nice play there defensively there by Wynot. That's Andrew Haberman in on the play. Second leading tackler, leads the team in tackles for loss this season.
I don't know if he wanted to give the ball to Ginito. He just took it and took the quarterback with him up the middle.
So now 3rd and 2. Ball at the 34-yard line. Winner gets the district title. Straight ahead goes Gunther. Good effort there to fight through the ankle tackle. Drives forward to the 30-yard line. That will be enough to move the sticks for the Bees. A 4-yard gain by the junior.
If you're Bloomfield, I think you really want to put some points on the board here. You've got the wind at your back. You've had the field position in your advantage. Weren't able to move the ball last time. Now they get a 1st down. See if they can put points on the board with that field position in their favor.
Nothing fancy in this offense. Double tight set, I formation. But they do run a lot of varied stuff out of it. This time it's going to be Gunther on the rollout. Had the option to pass. Instead, he takes it out of bounds. Had a little bit of a scamper. Gets him 3. It'll be 2nd down.
I mentioned both of the defenses are very good. Both these offenses can put points on the board as well. A good a run to pick up some positive yards with Wynot averaging 44.3 points a game and about 48.5 points for Bloomfield. So both these offenses are very potent. The problem is that now they're facing some really good defenses, so you expect, and especially with the conditions the way they are, you expect this to be a defensive ball game.
With the exception of the Crofton game earlier this year, these two teams are seeing probably the best defense that they will see respectively. Ziegler gets the direct snap. Gets a couple, but good gang tackling again. Zach Foxhoven leads the charge. Maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd down and about 6.
Well, I think this Wynot team, again, they just very aggressive. They run to the football very well. We'll see if maybe Bloomfield tries some misdirection at some point, try to use that aggressiveness against them a little bit.
So 3rd down and 6. Yeah, you see the trees behind the goalposts there. You can kind of get a sense. The wind is at Bloomfield's back right now. Last week we did a game in Tilden with sort of a swirling, hard to diagnose wind. There's nothing difficult about this wind. It's real strong. And it's at Bloomfield's back, and Wynot is stuck in front of him. In the backfield, Andrew Haberman had 7 tackles for a loss coming into tonight. That's a loss of 3. It'll be 4th down.
Haberman got in there in a hurry. That's a great play. And not only does Bloomfield not pick up the first down, they lose yardage on that play.
So now 4th down and 8. Bloomfield will keep the offense out there. Remember, they have Lane Warrior. He's the tight end to the far side. A very good pass receiver when he's used. They do go to the air. There's the pressure. It's a screen to Ginito. Oh, what a tackle in the open field. That's going to turn it over. Carson Weisler knocks the fullback backwards, and Wynot gets the stop.
Well, it was a well-designed play, and it looked like he was going to get the first down there. Ginito, but what a stick by Weisler. Man, oh, man, that's a great play. Stops the Bloomfield drive in its tracks.
Remember that play. Wynot now 1st and 10 at the 22. You got twin receivers to the right. Could there be a greater dichotomy in offensive styles than these two teams? Wynot will option. Heine keeps, has a hole. 1st down and more. Into Bloomfield territory almost. Across the 35 to the 36-yard line, a 14-yard gain for the senior signal caller.
That's an excellent first down play there by Heine. They've been pretty potent on that option play. That's a good decision to take it upfield and watch Ziegler make the tackle. He doesn't make that tackle, Heine might still be running.
You see Wynot's head coach there, Steve Hymas, 13th year, 80 wins, 36 losses. He missed the 2018 season, though, because he was serving overseas in Afghanistan.
It's a good excuse.
Absolutely. We got 2 really good coaches. Both of these coaches have won about 80% of their games between them. Heine slipped a bit, still able to find a bit of a hole into Bloomfield territory across the 40. Down to the 37-yard line before Emmanuel Pena brings him down. So another solid first down gain. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, why not getting it done on the ground right now? Let's see which one of these teams can do maybe what you would call their weakness the best. Can a team like Wynot run the football with any consistency? So far, so good on this drive. And can Bloomfield make plays through the air? Almost picked up a first down on that pass on their last possession.
2nd and 3 in Bloomfield territory at the 37-yard line. Oh, bad snap. Picked up by Carson Weisler, who's in trouble. He throws it away, up for grabs, incomplete. Wynot fans want a flag. They don't get it. Somehow, Weisler able to get the pass away, and they'll live to fight on 3rd down.
Well, that's I think you just want him to get rid of the football there. When that pressure's coming, just chuck it out of bounds. This is a dangerous pass. Even though it was almost completed, that's a dangerous pass, throwing it over the middle like that. That's a lot of times those get picked off.
And honestly, that's a good no call. Looked like a lot more contact before the ball got there in live action, but on the replay, Ziegler with pretty good coverage. So it's 3rd and 3. They split to the far side. The pitch a little behind the runner, but he's still got enough room to get the first down and more. But this option play's working for Wynot. That's Foxhoven. Out across the 35 to the 30, gain of 7, and it'll move the sticks.
Yeah, Heine's doing a good job knowing when to pitch. That pitch was a little bit behind Foxhoven in that case, but he did a nice job to snag that and keep going. But what really worked about that option was Heine, again, able to force the defender to commit and then pitch the football. Good blocking out in front of Foxhoven as well.
From the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. Heine now will option to the right, blown up as he makes the pitch. Still a solid gain. That's Foxhoven, able to angle his way across the 30. They mark him down at the 25, gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4, but my goodness. That hit that Heine just took from McAprang.
If you're going to be an option quarterback, you better be tough. And Heine, he took a shot from McAprang there. He got right back up, which is a good sign.
That was the sound. Just McAprang. That's the sound it makes when you get hit that hard. 2nd down 4 from the 25-yard line. Wynot driving here inside of 2 minutes to go opening quarter. Heine will keep it again, this time not able to escape, though he wiggles his way for a couple. Down to the 23. Call it 3rd down 2 for Wynot.
That's a good spot here for Wynot to be in on the 3rd and short, and especially down on Bloomfield's side of the field. They've had some rough field position until now, and now it's a team that can throw the ball as well as they can throw it. It's running the football. That makes it obviously twice as hard to defend them.
3rd and 2 from the Bloomfield 23. By far Wynot's best drive tonight. It'll be a keeper. Heine, 1st down. Out across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That offensive line of Wynot doing a really nice job. Ian Haberman, Brennan Hymas, Emerson Gunther opening up some big holes.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. That was an easy play for Heine that time to pick up the first down, and it's thanks to the big dogs up front opening that hole.
So now from the 18-yard line, 1st and 10. Wynot with 2 receivers split to the left. That's Sudbeck and Weisler. Weisler's in the slot. Foxhoven in the backfield. They'll option. The pitch, well timed. Foxhoven getting blocks. Nice cut. And he is inside the 10, down to the 10-yard line. Gain of about 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Well, Eric, for a team that likes to throw the football, they're running the option flawlessly here in this first quarter, getting a lot of yards on that. You see Bloomfield really taking the quarterback out of the equation, but Heine's doing a great job to pitch the football right at the right moment. And this has been a great drive here for the Blue Devils. 2nd
and 2 from the 10. Will they snap it before the end of the quarter? They will. Heine's got a hole as he cuts back, leaning forward. It'll be 1st and goal Wynot. Inside the 5 down to the 4, Dylan Heine able to get 6. Well, it's not what they're known for, but it's working. Wynot running the football. They've got it 1st and goal when we come back. No score after 1. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
It's never been easier to get rewarded for using my debit card at Midwest Bank. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and with my rewards checking account, I get rewarded for the simple things. Each time I swipe my debit card getting gas or picking up groceries. With Midwest Bank, it's not about how much money I have in my account. I get rewarded for just using my debit card at all my favorite places. Find out more at MidwestBank.com. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Second quarter getting underway here at Foxhoven Field in Wynot alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. Coming into tonight, Dylan Heine had 115 rushing yards on the season. He had 40 in the first quarter, most of them on this drive. And Lou, I think Wynot has said, okay, maybe we can't throw the football in these conditions. Let's see what we can do on the ground. And it turns out what they can do is pretty good so far.
Well, you got a quarterback that's got 18 touchdown passes on the year, and you see him running the option like this. I don't want to be the defensive coordinator to try to figure these guys out.
1st and goal from the 4. Wynot trying to strike first in this matchup of ranked teams in D2? It's the option. There's the pitch. Well timed again. Looking for the corner. He's in. Touchdown, Wynot. Zach Foxhoven in from 4 yards out. His 7th rushing touchdown this season.
Yeah, just another option play. Watch Heine, how he keeps it until he makes that defender commit. He takes the shot and pitches the football. Foxhoven over there in the corner does a great job there to get it into the end zone. But Heine is just absolutely running this option offense perfectly at this point.
And now Wynot will try the 2-point conversion. Again, they 2 weeks ago beat Wausau 52-6. Heine had 205 yards through the air and 4 touchdowns, but he's getting it done on the ground, including on this 2-point conversion. Well, well, well. Sounds like there's a little bit more to this Wynot offense than just slinging it around. Getting it done on the ground, Blue Devils up 8. You're watching NCN.
The Heart and Vascular team at Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute has spent the last 22 years focused on providing the highest level of heart care possible. With over 24,000 patients seen in the last 2 years alone, we know cardiac care by heart. Today, we offer the most advanced practices and technology to patients in 11 local communities, ensuring easier access to cardiology services. With specialists focusing on heart failure, vascular diseases, thoracic surgery, abnormal heart rhythms, and general cardiology, you can count on our heart experts to collaborate to provide you with the best care possible. Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute, keeping a pulse on the hearts of Nebraska for over 2 decades, is the faith difference.
Back at Terry Foxhoven Field in Wynot, the home team landing the first big shot, an impressive drive, capped off by a 4-yard touchdown run by Zach Foxhoven. But it's Dylan Heine's ability at quarterback to run the option that has Wynot ahead. Here early stages second quarter. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay, and now Bloomfield. Lou, a little bit of pressure on the Bees to maybe find something offensively on this drive.
Yeah, they're kind of up against it a little bit. You're down 8-0 on the road. You're going against the wind now. They had 2 possessions in that first quarter inside Wynot territory. Came away with no points. Now you've got you don't have the field position. You're going against the wind. You're going to have to try to muscle it up. That's what Bloomfield is good at doing.
No Braden Gunther. It's Ziegler who gets the snap, trying to get to the edge, finds his cut, backs his way down to the 30-yard line. Ziegler can fly. Wynot's hemmed him in so far, though. That's a gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it's important with your defending guy like Ziegler is you got to keep him from catching that edge. Get out there and force him back inside where you've got some help. If he catches that edge, he's fast enough, quick enough, he can take that one to the house. So very important for Wynot defensively to try to keep him inside those hash marks.
Ziegler just 15 yards on 7 carries so far. He keeps it on 2nd and 7, makes the first man miss. Well, he is just so elusive. Dancing in traffic, gets 5, and it'll be 3rd and short.
He's the kind of guy that it's like tackling a guy that's covered with Crisco. You just can't get a hold of the guy, right? I mean, he's so shifty, so elusive. He makes it very difficult. One of the more exciting players, I think, anywhere in the state of Nebraska.
It's been fun, covering him. He was a player of the game of Bloomfield game we did last year. Parents named him after Wile E. Coyote. That's true.
I love it.
He's had a lot more success than his namesake. I will say that. 3rd and short. Ziegler in at quarterback again. Flag comes in. I think somebody left early. That is indeed the case. Boy, Ziegler had the edge that time. That could have been a big one.
Yeah.
That's a break for Wynot.
That's a big penalty. Not only does that take you from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6, which is not in Bloomfield's wheelhouse, but as you mentioned, Eric, Ziegler, he had some room to run there on that right side. That's a big penalty.
So it'll be 3rd and 6. Back to the 31-yard line goes Bloomfield, trying to answer the Wynot touchdown. Wynot already with victories over 2 teams ranked in the NCN Top 10. Humphrey St. Francis and Howells Dodge have both lost to Wynot this season. Now 3rd and 6. They'll try it on the ground again. Ziegler staying patient. Wow. I mean, come on. Wynot had that stopped. That was crazy. A 19-yard carry. That's just if you're Wynot, you just got to tip the cap and play another down.
Yeah, that guy drives you crazy if you're a defender. Just watch him shifting, waiting, making defenders look silly. That's what he does. And if you just hate guys like that when you're on the other side because they just drive you crazy.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Wiley Ziegler gets a play off. They'll bring Gunther back in from the 30-yard line. Oh, bad snap. It's over Gunther's head. It's a foot race for it. Gunther able to fall on it, but that's a huge loss. Back in Bloomfield territory at the 33-yard line. That's a loss of 17.
Yeah, that is a big play again. Bloomfield right now kind of shooting themselves in the foot with the mistakes. You saw the illegal procedure a moment ago, now the bad snap. Just can't have mistakes like this in games like this. You're kind of on a roll there at the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 27.
Yeah.
Not much in the playbook for 2nd and 27, particularly a team like Bloomfield. Gunther able to get a lot of it back. Pretty good carry there. Out across midfield, back into Wynot territory to the 34-yard line. So a 13-yard gain, but it's still 3rd and 14.
You see Gunther slip there a little bit too, right off the bat. Well, that's something we'll watch as this game goes on, especially there in the middle of the field where all the action is, how that field conditions can deteriorate throughout the game.
3rd down, 14, ball at the 34-yard line of Wynot. A bad snap has Bloomfield in a bad way. Ziegler back in to take the snap. He bobbles the snap. Still loose. He's got to turf it. Back in Wynot territory at the 38-yard line. That is a loss of 8, and it's 4th and a whole bunch.
Another mistake for the Bees. They're just hurting themselves right now, and we'll see if they try to go for it here. You're on your own side of the field. You're facing that ugly wind. But they have not done, Bloomfield has just not done well in that shotgun formation here so far tonight.
They do bring the offense out. Maybe just trying to get as much as they can and let the defense try to do the job. They had Macaprang split out wide to the right. Now he's a tight end. And hold everything. We've got a stoppage as a delay of game is going to move him back even farther. So a drive, or no, they will grant Bloomfield the timeout. So they at least don't lose the 5 yards. That's the good news. The bad news, it's 4th and 22. We'll see what they do next. You're watching NCN.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
If you've ever tried to grow something, you know the time and attention it takes. Imagine growing crops that feed our community and nation. Dawn to dusk, farm families will work tirelessly to complete the season's work. What began as seed has grown into bountiful crops spanning as far as the eye can see. The fruits of this labor benefit our community and our nation's economy. During this harvest season, Madison County Bank offers all farmers our sincere thanks and appreciation for all that you do.
4th down and 22 for Bloomfield. They go up under center. They go a little end around to Lane Warrior. Not going to get much. Well shy of the first down. Brought down by Andrew Haberman. Warrior did get back at least into Wynot territory, but Lou, the miscues proved to be Bloomfield's undoing there.
Yeah, Bloomfield had the ball at the Wynot 30. They were really moving the football well, and then those mistakes eliminated anything they could get on that drive. Bloomfield, Matt Kuhar, head coach of Bloomfield. Bloomfield tried that misdirection. I think we might see a little bit more of that. Try to get, especially trying to get Warrior the football.
Coach Kuhar is 11th year in Bloomfield's never had a losing season. 86 wins, just 25 losses. Now Wynot from the 38-yard line. It's Heine straight ahead. This time Bloomfield ready for it. There's Macaprang and Warrior. That's a lot of muscle combining to make the stop. They'll give him a yard at 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Bloomfield, this is going to be their 36th straight year of making the playoffs. That is amazing.
Streak started in 1988 by current Laurel Concord's head coach. Alan Gatula was coach of Bloomfield back then. And now, so it's unlikely that Falls City Sacred Heart is going to make the postseason. They have made it 36 years in a row. If that streak ends, Bloomfield will be the reigning king, longest playoff streak in the state of Nebraska. Heine will drop back, pressure, defender slipped, and that gives Heine some room. He's got the carry down across the 25 to the 23-yard line. An 18-yard gain, and Lou, it's Dylan Heine doing it with his feet tonight.
Yeah, look, going to fake that run to the right, and then pulls the football out. Looks like he's going to throw it. Nobody there on the left side, no contain, and boy, he made him pay there. Heine picks up a big gain, and boy, why not just starting to move the football with regularity here against this Bloomfield defense.
Now to the Bloomfield 23-yard line, 1st and 10. With the way these defenses play, a 2-score lead would feel like a lot.
Yeah.
On the snap, it's an inside pitch. I think technically that goes as a pass play. It gets about 2, maybe 3, down to the 20-yard line. That's Carson Weisler. Well, they give him the 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That inside of a shovel pass sort of thing, and that's a nice pickup there on 1st down. You'll take 4 or 5 yards every time you can get it in the running game, especially against the stout Bloomfield defense.
Why not just 6 yards through the air, and yet they have a chance to go up 2 scores here. Heine will keep it. It's good blocking on the edge. Can't break the Warrior tackle. Out across the 19 to the 17, gets about 2. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
That was an excellent tackle by Lane Warrior there. Yeah, looked like Heine might go ahead and pick up a 1st down there if he gets outside. Warrior with the ankle tackle.
Now it's 3rd and 4. 2 receivers to the left. Heine and Foxhoven in the backfield. They'll option to the right. The pitch to Foxhoven. This time Bloomfield stretches it out and prevents the 1st down. Foxhoven out of bounds at the 15, so it'll be 4th down and about 2 for the Blue Devils.
I don't think there's any doubt that Wynot will go for it here. That was the first time Bloomfield actually able to slow down that option game.
Here we go. 2 receivers to the left, Joseph Sudbeck and Carson Weisler. 4th and 2 from the 15. Heine will keep it up the middle. Has 1st down yardage. Fights through the Genito tackle down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 4 and a 1st down for the Blue Devils.
Eric, this was like a basketball play. It was just a fake. The the defense thought that was going option to the left side to Foxhoven, and Heine just faked the pitch over that way and kept it up the middle. That looked like a point guard driving to the basket, just faking the pass and taking it all the way to the hole. That's excellent play there by Heine and the Wynot offense.
Now to the 11-yard line. They can get a first down before they get to the end zone, but the Blue Devils thinking points here. Heine sends Foxhoven out, will pitch. Far side, bobbled it a bit. That was dangerous. Able to hold the play. That was Keaton Gilsdorf, the sophomore, bearing down on him, a loss of 2.
Yeah, Bloomfield is coming up now against that option, doing a better job getting out there on the pitch guys. That was the problem before, was once, once Heine took a shot there, he would pitch the ball, and the pitch man was open. They've been doing a much better job coming up there and run support against that pitch play.
Yeah, Bloomfield basically had defenders on an island, one guy covering 2. That's never going to work. 2nd and 12, Sudbeck in motion. Heine to the air, over the middle, and caught. Nice job to hang on to that one. Inside the 10, down to the 9-yard line. That is Carson Weisler, easily the favorite target of Heine. Gets to the 9-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 8.
About a 4-yard pickup on that pass play. But he took a shot after he caught the football.
Weisler, 33 receptions, 454 yards. Coming into tonight, he's got 2 catches for 8 yards. Tonight, big 3rd down here. 3rd and 8 from the 9-yard line. Sudbeck in motion. Heine throws middle, wide open, touchdown, Wynot. Carson Weisler's 5th touchdown reception this season.
Boy, Wynot is really keeping Bloomfield off balance. It's tough to know what's coming here. That's just a drop back pass and a slant pattern across the middle for that touchdown. Weisler open there on that slant play. Boy, what an impressive drive that was for Wynot. Just the last couple drives, they have just been, executing at such a high level. And like I said, Bloomfield trying to figure out what's coming.
So they'll go for 2. Look to extend this lead to 16. Sudbeck sent in motion again and hold everything. They were late getting the conversion in. So it'll now be a conversion from the 7-yard line. That moves him back. That makes this conversion a little bit tougher. So you got receivers split to either side now. See if they send Sudbeck in motion again. Heine dropping back, slips, fires it late. Just a jump ball in the end zone, knocked down, and the conversion is no good. So the footing and the wet field has an effect there, but it hasn't hurt Wynot too much. Another impressive drive, capped off by a touchdown pass. 2:05 to go in the half. It's 14-0. Wynot leading. You're watching NCN.
Some jobs are hard work, long hours, busy days, late nights. But there's something in us that keeps us going when we know what we're doing is making a difference in someone's life. Because it's the hardest jobs that are the most important, and that pride you feel makes it more than worth the effort. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
Well, the Wynot Blue Devils not affected by the weather too much. Their offense has been impressive. And going to the air, Dylan Heine, his 19th touchdown pass this season. Again, that's basically 7 games. They missed a game because of forfeit. An impressive 8-man quarterback is Dylan Heine.
Yeah. Has great numbers with his now 19 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions on the year. So he's done a good job not only throwing touchdowns but taking care of the football.
Ziegler will field from the 10. Finds a cutback lane and is hemmed in there across the 20 down to the 24-yard line. Hey, folks, tune in every Monday and Tuesday, except for this week, for the Husker Football Coaches Show with head coach Matt Rule. He'll talk about the last game and the road ahead. The Husker Football Coaches Show, presented each week by United Healthcare, where small towns matter.
Well, not much time for Bloomfield to work with. Under 2 minutes here before halftime. Bloomfield not necessarily a big play team. A team that likes to control the clock, run the football.
They do have 2 timeouts. Ziegler mishandled that snap a bit, still found a bit of a hole. Dragged down from behind as he gets to the 30-yard line. Give him 6. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Still with 2 timeouts to work with for Bloomfield, but a bit of distance to cover here. See if they can get that big play that they need and put themselves in some scoring position.
2nd and 4 from the 30. Same play as before. Ziegler stuffed not much at all. That's a good play by the Wynot defense. Coming up big on the far side, Zach Foxoven in on the play. It'll be 3rd and about 2. And that clock continues to tick.
Well, I think if you're Coach Kuhar, you tell your team, certainly when you get to halftime, that it's been some of your own mistakes. And certainly the last drive, they were in position to put points on the board, and it was their own mistakes that took them out of scoring position.
Ziegler split out as a receiver on 3rd and 2. Gunther wanting to go to the air, but the play is stopped. By a timeout, I believe. Yeah, Wynot called a timeout right before the ball was snapped. So we'll keep it here. 3rd and 2 upcoming. 50 seconds to go. Wynot was obviously not set up properly, or at least they felt that way, so they stopped the clock with 50 seconds. A little bit of a favor for Bloomfield, who faces a 3rd and 2 and still has their 2 timeouts.
I was watching Lane Warrior on that pattern. He was upset that timeout was called. He felt like he was, I guess, going to be on field. I'm not sure if that would have been the case or not, but tough to, now you're in a position, you're trying to throw the football again. Bloomfield, not a team that throws the ball very much. For the season, you got Gunther only with 43 passes coming into tonight. They just don't throw the ball much. They're a running football team, so it's already a little bit out of your your comfort zone trying to throw the football. But then you've got this nasty north wind that just is relentless out there. It won't stop blowing.
Yeah, Bloomfield's offense averages 349 yards per game. Just 63 of that comes through the air. So they adjust the clock 57 seconds now. 3rd down and 2. Completely different formation for Bloomfield. They're back in that Wildcat set with Ziegler. And they go back to that sweep play. Ziegler cuts back, and he's got a lane. 1st down, makes a move on Heine, works his way toward the sideline and stops the clock. Sometimes it's just as simple as give it to your best player.
Right.
What a run by Wiley Ziegler.
Watch this move. First of all, Ziegler has to come back across the field, but watch him move on Weisler there, number 13, who's a good player, a good defender. Boy, and Ziegler just left him in the dust on that play.
17-yard gain, stops the clock with 48 seconds. 1st and 10 from the 31. I mean, all coaches preach cutback lanes, but you've got to keep an eye on him with Wiley Ziegler out there. Ziegler trying to sweep to the far sideline. Wynot stretches this one pretty well, gets out of bounds, stops the clock. I don't know that he gained anything. And it'll be 2nd down and 10. Now they gave him a yard, give him the 30, so 2nd down and 9 upcoming.
They strung that play out well, did Wynot defensively. Just make him run sideline to sideline. You don't want him catching that corner. You can run as much as he wants sideline to sideline, but once he catches that corner, then it's a problem.
2nd and 9 from the 30. 42 seconds to go in the half. Ziegler now coming to the left, wants to throw, heaves it, end zone, wants Warrior, incomplete. Bloomfield fans want the flag, they don't get it. Great coverage there by Dylan Heine. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, definitely caught him by surprise, but Heine's still in good coverage. Well, maybe that grab on the shirt from
I
behind.
don't know if that's enough to throw a flag. He had the hand on the back, but it wasn't much of a tug.
Yeah, I think that's, if the pass would have been better, maybe.
Yeah. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 from the 30. Bloomfield taking a little while to get this play in. They're going to have to hurry.
You don't get a penalty here. You're already at 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9 from the 30. Gunther fakes the run, throws back to Warrior near sideline, knocked down, and there's the flag that time. That time there was a lot more contact, and Bloomfield's going to have it 1st down.
That's Heine and Warrior going at it again. It's kind of the same play. Roll, come back the other way. A little bit of contact there. Didn't get the last call. Does get that call. That'll give Bloomfield the 1st down.
4th penalty on Wynot in the 1st half. And boy, how about Bloomfield moving their way down close to the end zone here. 28 seconds. They've not had to use a timeout yet, and they've got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's key. 28 seconds. You have 2 timeouts. That's like adding about 20 seconds to the clock.
Ziegler out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane. Keeps it up the middle. That can be a problem when you start to look for those cutback lanes. Burns a lot of clock, got about a yard. They'll call timeout with 20 seconds. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, you'd like to have those timeouts to work with. And if you know only 20 seconds, you don't have much time. You still have 1 timeout, but that eliminates a little bit of what you want to do offensively, because you can't risk too many run plays, because as you mentioned, some of them take time off the clock, but also if you're tackled in the field of play, obviously the clock will continue to run and you have to burn your last time out.
So it'll be 2nd down and 8. I believe they gave him 2 to the 13. 20 seconds to go. Boy, you know, this is one of those things where it's an all or nothing situation. Bloomfield's done such a great job moving the ball, but if they don't get points here, it's really going to feel kind of all for naught.
Yeah, certainly a big set of plays coming here, because I think if Bloomfield can score, that gives them a big boost, because number one, you're back in the game, but you're able to take the football against the wind, against this defense, and put points on the board before halftime. That gives you a little bit of momentum coming out in the 3rd quarter.
So 2nd and 8 from the 13. Gunther looking to throw left side, wants Warrior, corner of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bloomfield. Lane Warrior with his 6th touchdown reception this year, in Bloomfield the board.
Well, he talked about which team can do what you would consider their weakness and do it the best. In this case, Bloomfield. The Warriors a tough matchup for anybody. He gets a lone there. Heine late getting over, and that's 6 points if you allow Lane Warrior to get open.
He's one of those guys, kind of a secret weapon at tight end for Bloomfield. A really good receiver who's been a bit of a home run hitter for them. 6 touchdowns on just 19 receptions this season. Now Bloomfield to go for 2. Ziegler going to the air this time, and it is caught. 2-point conversion is good, and it's Warrior again. So with 14 seconds to go in the half, we'll keep it here. But Bloomfield, Lou, how big was this drive? And hold everything, we got a player down and hurt on the field for Wynot. That is Alex Sudbeck, who is down, and threw his helmet in frustration. Looks like he is hurt. So we'll take a break. They'll check on Sudbeck. We'll come back. 14-8. Wynot with the lead? You're watching NCN.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Currency. Visit gocurrency.com for details. And by Borgman Construction, voted best residential roofer in Northeast Nebraska.
At Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN, listening to you to create an individualized healthcare plan that fits your needs and preferences is our top priority. Whether you need an annual checkup, specialized gynecology care, or pregnancy management, we partner with you to provide expert care using advanced practices, technology, and techniques. Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN. Care on your terms is the Faith difference.
Well, we'll see if Alex Sudbeck, the junior, can come back. He is getting off the field under his own power. He was down for a while. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. Now, Lou, obviously injuries are going to have a big effect on this game, but how about the Bloomfield Bees?
Yeah.
An impressive drive at the end of the half. Really, really giving them some momentum heading into the halftime. And showing that they can do it through the air as well.
Yeah, we talked about what Coach Kuhar could tell his team. I think they just demonstrated what he would have said. Clean up your mistakes, you'll be fine. You moved the football the last time, and it was your own mistakes that took you out of the scoring opportunities. But what a big boost, I think. I'm not sure with the time they had left that I was confident that Bloomfield was going to score. They went right down the field, put points on the board, and now they've got a ton of momentum, I think, going into the locker room.
Ginito kicks it away, fielded on a hop at the 15. And not much more than that for the return man, Joe Sudbeck. So 9 seconds left for Wynot here. It's amazing how games like this can change in the blink of an eye. Wynot has really, since the late stages of the first quarter, dominated time of possession. One drive by Bloomfield really feels like it's started to change the complexion of this game a little bit.
Yeah, they've shown that they can move the football, and much like Wynot running that option and being able to run the ball in Bloomfield's defense, Bloomfield has showed that they can make plays through the air, and certainly with Lane Warrior far and away their favorite their receiver for their quarterback Gunther.
Now Heine will go to the air, try to get something deep downfield on the comeback route. Did he catch that? He caught that ball. I thought it was a little low, but they get it out across the 35 to the 37-yard line. No pitch, though, and that'll be the end of the first half. Take another look at it here. An impressive play to end the half. A lot of yards, but no points. And, oh, yeah, he fielded that clean. I thought it had hopped into his arms, but Carson Weisler, impressive as a receiver, but doesn't get them anything by way of points. And as we head to the half, it's what we thought it would be, a really good one. Wynot 14, Bloomfield 8. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Central Valley Ag, working with farmers in growing agriculture together. And by Michael Foods. With a history in food that dates back over 100 years, we know what it takes to be first in food.
I'm Brett Wiedenfeld, Chief Financial Officer and Ag Lender at the Bank of Hartington, and I'm also a Northeast Nebraska pork producer. At the Bank of Hartington, we have the tools and knowledge to help your operation grow. We understand the challenges facing our producers and are eager to assist with all the financial needs of your farm. We understand the challenges because our ag lenders have true ag experience.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Borgman Construction. They get the work done with their own crew, never outsourcing the job. Voted best residential roofer in Northeast Nebraska. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health. Affordable, accessible, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Our planet, it's hungry. Blessed with millions of acres in this great nation, our farmers work tirelessly to feed the planet through seasons of uncertainty and seasons of growth. It's a tough business to do alone. As owners of Central Valley Ag, it's together that we move forward. There's room at the table. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it. Central Valley Ag.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures, out-of-this-world shopping, star-studded evenings, and award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
At Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN, listening to you to create an individualized healthcare plan that fits your needs and preferences is our top priority. Whether you need an annual checkup, specialized gynecology care, or pregnancy management, we partner with you to provide expert care using advanced practices, technology, and techniques. Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN. Care on your terms is the Faith difference.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Fall harvest means long hours for you and your equipment. You both need a fuel that can handle the pressure. So use Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster Premium Diesel from Farmer's Pride for more power, better fuel economy, faster starts, and special additives to help reduce downtime. What's more, when you do business with Farmer's Pride, you'll notice a personal touch that goes beyond the expected. Farmer's Pride, in the field, on your farm, in your community.
I have seen other chiropractors in the past, but Dr. Kim really is in tune with your body and your individual needs. I have a really physically demanding job. She keeps my body going.
Being in the military, it's very hard on the body, so I see her quite often after drill weekends. I believe that the body is a machine, and the best way to heal it is being in alignment and letting the body do the work. There's no age too young or too old to see Dr. Kim.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Borgman Construction, voted best residential roofer in Northeast Nebraska.
Get rewarded and earn interest for using your My Design Rewards checking account with Midwest Bank. I'm volleyball player Allie Badenhorst, and I get rewarded when I use my debit card grabbing a bite to eat or getting coffee before class. It's easy, simple, and smart. It's not about how much money I have in my account. I get rewarded just for using my debit card at all my favorite places. Find out more at MidwestBank.com. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Central Valley Ag, working with farmers in growing agriculture together. And by Michael Foods. With a history in food that dates back over 100 years, we know what it takes to be first in food.
My son, Christopher Parado, was 20 years old when he was prescribed opioids. It took him 5 days to get addicted. I'm not supposed to be the one to go get his suit and tie and pick which sneakers that I'm gonna bury him in. My son overdosed at the age of 22 years old.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Borgman Construction. They get the work done with their own crew, never outsourcing the job. Voted best residential roofer in Northeast Nebraska. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health. Affordable, accessible, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
At Elkhorn Valley Bank, we believe in local. It's something we live by. It's something we're proud of. It's helping our neighbors grow like they've helped us. Supporting families, investing in lives, and creating prosperity. Local means making decisions that grow and improve surrounding communities we call home. Investing in our nonprofits and giving back. Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, great for you, great for your community.
At Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN, listening to you to create an individualized healthcare plan that fits your needs and preferences is our top priority. Whether you need an annual checkup, specialized gynecology care, or pregnancy management, we partner with you to provide expert care using advanced practices, technology, and techniques. Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN. Care on your terms is the Faith difference.
It is parent night here in Wynot, back at Terry Foxhoven Field in northern Dixon County. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. 14-8, Wynot with the lead over Bloomfield at the break in this battle of ranked teams. Wynot coming in number 2 in the state, Bloomfield coming in number 10. Lou, this is about what we expected out of this game. The defenses have made their presences felt. Combined, these teams, 251 yards of offense, 141 for Wynot, 110 for Bloomfield. But, you know, it's these teams showing they can score off schedule. Bloomfield through the air, Wynot with the option run. Both of these teams showing they have the versatility for a deep playoff run.
Yeah, I agree. I think both these teams, you come off of tendencies a little bit. And there's a pass play. Watch this hit there. To eliminate that first down play by Weisler. That's a heck of a tackle there. But, you know, if you're able to do things that you don't normally do, here we're going to see Wynot running the option play. That worked so well for them in that first half. And Bloomfield, it took a while for Bloomfield to adjust to try to slow it down.
Yeah, Wynot getting the 4-yard touchdown run by Zach Foxhoven there. And then defensively, you know, Wynot did a pretty good job on Wiley Ziegler, but this young man he can pull magic. He can pull rabbits out of hats, pulls a 19-yard gain out of a hat there. Bloomfield, they got in their own way. Some bad snaps, some penalties, stalled some drives that had promise. Wynot was able to build a pretty good lead in the first half, 14-0. And here you see Lane Warrior trying to get a conversion on a 4th down. Wynot's defense comes up with the stop. The defense holding Bloomfield to just 110 yards of offense. And offensively, you know, Wynot can still throw the football. What a pass there to a wide open Carson Weisler. Wynot up 14-0 at that point, and you're thinking, boy, Wynot's starting to dominate this game. But right before the half, Bloomfield putting together an impressive drive, finished off by this play here, the pass to Lane Warrior from Braden Gunther, a drive that went almost the length of the field in about 64 seconds. Bloomfield gets points before the break, and it's 14-8. Bloomfield will be starting with the ball as well to start the second half, Lou. And look, both of these coaches been there, done that. This is a rivalry that has created a lot of close games over the years. Both coaches know that, you know, they got things to feel good about, things to adjust maybe a little bit. But, you know, this is going to come down to, you know, we talked about it, the first down plays, Are you on second short or are you second and long? And mistakes. We saw both teams have drives end because of bad snaps, penalties. The team that cleans up those two things, that's probably the team walking away with a W here in Wynot tonight.
You would certainly think that will be the case. I think both these teams feel good about the way they play defense, and I think they feel good about the way they adjusted to what each other are doing. Now it's really Wynot's turn to be, we'll see how much Bloomfield decides to throw. I imagine they're going to go back to their regular game plan and running the football, but their ability to make plays through the air, and a guy like Warrior, who, again, he's far and away the leading receiver for this Bloomfield team. But, if you're able to make plays, again, in Wynot's case, running the option, I don't know that Bloomfield expected that, but they adjusted to it, and they started to slow it down a little bit. Now it's Wynot's turn. Are you going to see some more passes? You're going to try to get the ball to Warrior, or you're going to have Gunther throwing the football? I think in the third quarter, both teams are going to go back to what they do and what they normally do, but both offenses have that option out there that they can do, and that makes it very difficult for the defenses, because we saw Wynot, they were kind of throwing curveballs at Bloomfield. Bloomfield didn't really know what was coming. Once they settled down and figured it out, they got better. Now again, it's Wynot's turn, I think, to do that with Bloomfield.
Both teams, both coaching staffs have the best match to try to figure out. Well, this is a matchup of ranked teams. Somehow, our game tomorrow on NCN is not a matchup of ranked teams. Now, one of the teams is ranked. Bemidji State is ranked. I don't know how Wayne State can be 5-1, only lost to a top 5 team.
Yeah.
You just beat a ranked team at home in impressive fashion, and yet Wayne State not even getting votes in the top 25. So I guess they're just going to have to go out and beat another ranked team, right?
Yeah.
They've got Bemidji State coming to town tomorrow, a game you'll see right here on NCN, Lou, and well, another week, another Nick Bone Player of the Week in the Northern Sun Conference. That young man, about as good a quarterback as you're going to find in D2.
Absolutely.
And Wayne State, they got a chance to make another statement at home tomorrow.
You're exactly right. That's the opportunity. I think that's what if you're Wayne State, that's the way you look at it. Is you don't worry about it whether you're ranked or not. You got playoffs. It doesn't matter as long as you get into the playoffs. But you want that respect. And I think you got Bemidji State coming to town. I think that's the word you look at if you're Wayne State, is we're not being respected. Let's go out and earn that. Let's beat these guys and show the rest of this country what we're made of. That's a good football team there in Wayne, America, and they're playing a good one too with Bemidji State. That should be a fun football game tomorrow.
On Hall of Fame weekend, the new Hall of Fame class will be enshrined, and you'll see the game right here on NCN tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, here it's 14-8. Wynot with the lead over Bloomfield? We've got a second half coming up. Stay with us. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Cindy Bruns, manager and ag lender at the Bank of Hardington Bloomfield Loan Production Office. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef producer. At the Bank of Hardington, we strive to build relationships based on trust and service that last generations. We understand the challenges facing our producers and are eager to assist with all the financial needs of your farm. We understand the challenges because our ag lenders have true ag experience.
A partner in your everyday since 1975. Woodhouse.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
It's never been easier to get rewarded for using my debit card at Midwest Bank. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and with my rewards checking account, I get rewarded for the simple things. Each time I swipe my debit card getting gas or picking up groceries. With Midwest Bank, it's not about how much money I have in my account. I get rewarded for just using my debit card at all my favorite places. Find out more at MidwestBank.com. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
The Heart and Vascular team at Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute has spent the last 22 years focused on providing the highest level of heart care possible. With over 24,000 patients seen in the last 2 years alone, we know cardiac care by heart. Today, we offer the most advanced practices and technology to patients in 11 local communities, ensuring easier access to cardiology services. With specialists focusing on heart failure, vascular diseases, thoracic surgery, abnormal heart rhythms, and general cardiology, you can count on our heart experts to collaborate to provide you with the best care possible. Faith Regional Cardiovascular Institute, keeping a pulse on the hearts of Nebraska for over 2 decades, is the faith difference.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, you know, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
If you've ever tried to grow something, you know the time and attention it takes. Imagine growing crops that feed our community and nation. Dawn to dusk, farm families will work tirelessly to complete the season's work. What began as seed has grown into bountiful crops spanning as far as the eye can see. The fruits of this labor benefit our community and our nation's economy. During this harvest season, Madison County Bank offers all farmers our sincere thanks and appreciation for all that you do.
Back at Foxhoven Field in Wynot, getting set for what should be a dynamite second half. Here between the Blue Devils and Bees, we've got more dynamite football coming your way. Dynamite volleyball as well this coming Thursday. We've been around for some really good volleyball championships this year. Of course, we replayed the incredible Centennial Conference Tournament Championship. How about Lincoln Lutheran and Kearney Catholic? What a matchup that was. Well, we got the Mid-State Conference Championship live from O'Neill this coming Thursday evening on NCN. Then on Friday, look, you can't do a football season without doing a game up in Hartington. We'll finish the regular season in style as Cedar Catholic takes on Norfolk Catholic. The annual rivalry renewed. I know Norfolk Catholic winning big on Wayne right now.
Yeah,
Cedar Catholic trying to maybe, they need, look, if they can pull off the huge upset next week, but they're in the mix for the playoffs, not out of the mix necessarily to host a game, but they would need to pull off something big here over the next couple of weeks.
Those teams are always playing close games.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't matter records between Norfolk Catholic and Hartington Cedar Catholic. I don't have a Hartington Cedar Catholic score. Norfolk Catholic up 40-0 in the second quarter against Wayne. So, I guess Jeff Beller is going to win 401 here.
401, yeah, just keeps extending that record. Won his 400th against Ponca last week. We'll be there as he goes for win number 402 next week against Chad Cotto, who's won a few games in his time at Cedar Catholic as well. Looking forward to that one next week.
There got a couple scores here from Class D2 might be of interest. We look at the PowerPoints. Wynot is 4th and Bloomfield is 8th. And Johnson Brock in the second quarter up 20-8 over Diller Odell. They're the number 1 team in points. Central Valley number 2 in points. They're going to win. They're up 58-14 in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And Humphrey St. Francis, we go down to the 6th spot in points, is up 36-0 at half over Humphrey Lindsay Holy Family. So those teams in the top 6 anyway are doing quite well. While we have a battle on our hands here.
This was probably going to be the only game in the top 10 where you were going to see a top 10 team lose. South Loop has Anselmo Myrna tonight. Interesting game, Ainsworth, Boyd County.
Yeah.
It's an interesting game. Boyd County's been good this year. Ainsworth's on another level. We saw them in person. That's a really good squad. A couple of games from last night, Dundee County Stratton beat Maidwoods Hayes Center 72-6. And Sandhills Thedford, the 9th team in the state in terms of the NCN rankings, they beat Mullen 50-0. That's a Mullen team that had won 5 games. That's an impressive win for Maywood Hayes Center. The 8-man playoffs, Lou, D1 and D2, I think are going to be the most chaotic in the state of Nebraska this year.
Yeah, a lot of good football teams. And that's one of the lower classes is where you get some really good teams that come out of the western part of the state.
Bloomfield knows what that western half of the bracket is all about. Oh, that took a terrible bounce for Wynot, out of bounds. And Bloomfield will have good field position. You know, next week it'll be the first round of the playoffs. Both teams obviously in. And both of these teams will be hosting, no doubt. But Bloomfield, you know, they kind of get stuck on that west side of the state, kind of being in Knox County where they are. So they'll be in the West next week, but after that, it just, you know, you just seed them 1 through 16, and then wherever you end up is wherever you end up.
Yeah, Bloomfield, the good thing is that you should get the home game. You don't have to travel to another time zone to play, which can be the problem when you're in that western bracket. You could end up in just east of Wyoming.
Yeah, exactly. And they've certainly done that. You know, the interesting thing about the old style of the playoffs, these two teams, fairly close rivals, never played in the postseason until last year. They met in the quarterfinals, a game that was won by Bloomfield. Their season ended in the semis. All right, here we go. Bloomfield will start things off across the 25 to the 27-yard line. As we get set to start the third quarter, can Bloomfield keep the momentum from the end of the first half going on the opening drive here?
I mentioned last year's scores. It was 44-30 in the regular season. Wynot won, and then Bloomfield 34-22. I don't know. I mean, maybe we'll get to those point totals. There's a lot of points scored in those. I'm not sure that's going to happen here tonight.
This is not weather conducive to a 70-point football game. 1st and 10 from the 26. Bloomfield back to their base set, I formation. They go to Genito, but they got to move back a bit because somebody left early. That'll be a false start against Bloomfield. Just their second penalty. Wynot had 4 penalties in that first half, including that huge pass interference that set up the touchdown play right before the end of the half.
Yeah, the penalties, as you mentioned, Eric, they're going to loom large here. This is a very tightly contested game, and even 5-yard penalties, those things can come back and bite you.
So 1st and 15 from the 21-yard line. They'll hand off. Ziegler, stretch plays, got some blockers, far sideline, sprints his way out of bounds, uses that speed back across the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and about 9.
Ziegler's one of those guys that when he touches the football, everybody just stops and kind of holds your breath, and people stand up. What's he going to do? He looked like he was going to catch that corner. He did, and picked up a decent gain. Got 6 yards there on 1st down, but he's like one block away or one step away from taking it all the way every time, it seems.
Is now 91 yards away from 1,000 on the season. He has 73 yards tonight on 15 carries. Flag comes in. They were trying a little misdirection play. I think you're going to get another false start.
Yep.
That is indeed the case. Second procedure penalty against Bloomfield. So that moves them back 5. So they move back 5, gain 6, give 5 back.
Yeah.
It'll be 2nd down and 14.
Yeah, I think it's important for Bloomfield especially to clean up those little mistakes. They're good when they get in that rhythm, as most offenses are. But you're You still, I think, if you're Bloomfield, want to establish that running game here in the second half, and you just can't do that when you're behind the chains on those penalties.
Second down 14 now from the 22. Ziegler, the deep back. This time it's Braden Gunther keeping it off the left side. Got to the edge, tap dances down the sidelines. Got an extra couple of yards across the 30 to the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 9 and a manageable 3rd and 5 upcoming.
Absolutely. From our vantage point, it was just a sea of humanity out there, and somehow Gunther broke around that corner, and that is a nice gain. It gives you an opportunity here on 3rd down.
3rd and 5 from the 31-yard line. Opening drive, second half. 2 tight ends and an I formation behind Gunther. They'll hand off. Ziegler lost the football. It's on the turf. And Wynot's got it.
Wow.
First turnover of the game goes the Blue Devils' way. Andrew Haberman comes up with a fumble recovery.
Haberman, the second leading tackler on this team. The ball just squirted loose there. Haberman in the right place at the right time.
Looked like it was sort of mishandled on the handoff there. So now Wynot has it 1st and 10 in Bloomfield territory at the 31-yard line. They run that option play that was so successful for them in the first half. Foxhoven ridden out of bounds by Genito. Out across the 30 to the 26-yard line. It'll be second down about 5.
Wynot has run that option so well. We'll see at some point in this ball game if you don't maybe run a fake there and pull up and throw the football, because Bloomfield they've got to be concerned about that option play. You've got to come up and run support. Sometimes that, a fake on that option play will leave a wide receiver open downfield.
It'll be Heine on the keeper on 2nd and 5. Tries to whirl away from a defender, but brought down after a gain of about a yard to the 25-yard line. So 3rd and 4 upcoming. Well, Wynot really wants to take advantage of this opportunity they've been given. The first turnover of the game by Bloomfield. Wynot's got it 3rd and 4.
Mistakes. Bloomfield struggled there on that possession with a couple penalties and then the turnover. If you're Wynot, you want to make him pay for it.
2 receivers to either side of Heine. He's in the pistol with Foxhoven. Now Foxhoven will split wide as a receiver as well. It's Heine straight ahead on 3rd and 4, dives forward and has enough. Moves the sticks down to the 20-yard line of 5. And Dylan Heine, 12 carries tonight for 71 yards, came into tonight with 115 rushing yards on the season.
Well, that quarterback keeper has also done some damage between the option play and the quarterback keeper and the ability to throw the ball. This offense kind of has it all. If you can, avoid your own mistakes, Bloomfield's hurt themselves, you avoid your own. This offense has really moved the ball well against this B defense.
From the 20, 1st and 10. Heine passing far side. It's bobbled but caught. Lou, I think they changed that at the line of scrimmage to the far sideline. Carson Weisler. Bloomfield kind of came up on a blitz. It was just sort of like a hot read play to Weisler on the outside.
Yeah, Weisler was left open over there. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that was a quick audible, quick pass out there. Weisler did not catch the ball cleanly, but he did catch it and then picks up a nice gain. I think if he catches that cleanly, he might have scored on that play.
Weisler's 5th reception for 51 yards tonight. 1st and goal from the 9. Heine fakes to the left, runs to the right, makes a beautiful move into the open field, and is into the end zone for the touchdown. Dylan Heine, that is his first rushing touchdown this season, and Wynot extends their lead.
If I hadn't known, that already, I would have told you, no way. This guy scored a lot of times. He has really been masterful in this ball game with the fakes. really keeping, you're kind of going back to where you were in that second quarter with Wynot, just really keeping Bloomfield off balance defensively, and Heine has been the major reason why.
So now Wynot will attempt the two-point conversion. Swinging it far side, pass is caught, and extending the ball across the goal line is Zach Foxhoven for the two-point conversion. So 9:59 to go in the third. Wynot takes advantage of the turnover. They're back up 14. You're watching NCN.
Some jobs are hard work, long hours, busy days, late nights. But there's something in us that keeps us going when we know what we're doing is making a difference in someone's life. Because it's the hardest jobs that are the most important, and that pride you feel makes it more than worth the effort. NPPD, powering our state, empowering your life.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
On a windy, misty Friday the 13th, Wynot's offense a little spooked Bloomfield right now. Dylan Heine, a 9-yard touchdown run. And Wynot extends their lead, and now Brock Ginito hesitated. He who hesitates is lost, and Brock Ginito found that out the hard way. Does get out across the 15 to the 17-yard line, but Wynot's kick coverage does the job there, and Bloomfield's got tough field position.
Yeah, now it's Bloomfield, you've got to get out of your own way. You've got to quit making the mistakes and put together another drive like you did there at the end of the second quarter and execute. The false start penalties, that just puts you behind the chains, that gets you off of your rhythm. And I think Bloomfield is good enough. They showed it there a couple times there in the second quarter to move the ball against this Wynot defense.
From the 17-yard line, ball is out again. Oh. Lou, it's kind of started raining again a little bit, and I think that wet ball is really affecting things. Another bad snap. That's a loss of a couple. It'll be 2nd and 12.
It's safe to say the drought's over.
Well, at least probably not, actually. We were pretty far behind. Bloomfield has lost 27 yards on bad snaps tonight.
Yeah, that's been tough.
The 2nd and 12 from the 15. They'll hand off. Ziegler weaving his way through traffic, fighting for extra yardage, able to finally be brought just shy of the 25-yard line. Gains some extra yardage there, makes it a manageable 3rd down and about 5.
Bloomfield has not been good on 3rd down tonight. They're 3 for 8. Also 1 of 3 on 4th down. Now it's where you've got to find a way to keep the football moving. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out here in this situation.
3rd down and 5. Ziegler will receive the snap. Looking for room on the outside. Wynot in the backfield. Flag comes in. Ziegler stopped shy of the 1st down, and Bloomfield's going to be moving backwards anyway on a holding penalty.
Wow. Yeah, I think you got to take the penalty here.
Yeah, especially knowing that they're likely going to go for it. So Bloomfield just 1 penalty in the first half, 3 over the first 3.5 minutes of this half, and they've been biggies.
Yeah, really put yourself in a hole now with that holding call. You figure this situation, if it had been 4th and short, you'd likely go for it. Now you're looking at third down and long.
Yeah, it's a third and about 17. Call it third and 16 back at the 12-yard line. They need the 28. Ziegler out of the gun. Just trying to sweep it. Nope, he's had the option to pass. Now he's looking for somewhere to go. Cuts back the other way and picks up some blocks.
Wow.
And here goes Wiley Ziegler. First down yardage. What a play. There is a flag down, though, behind the play. And it's another hold against Bloomfield. That's a killer.
Wow. That erases better plays we've seen all year. Let's see if we can pick up the hold. I think it comes as he cuts back here. It's difficult to tell.
That's where plays like that are difficult because you've got to hold on to blocks for a long time. The penalties. We've got offsetting penalties because there was a penalty against Wynot as well. So they'll replay the down. It's 3rd and 17.
Well, if you're Wynot, I think you'll take that. Even though you'd like to have him in a bigger hole, you'll take that.
So Bloomfield will have to try to come up with another conversion on 3rd and 17.
Yeah. Well, anything's possible with number 1 out there. Ziegler he is a magician.
Gunther back in at quarterback. He's going to keep it himself. Another flag comes in as Gunther at the end of the play.
Wow. Another hole.
We'll check the other flag.
Well, not the...
That's a hold against Bloomfield. Wynot's going to decline the penalty. There was a second flag thrown. Maybe 2 flags on the same hold. So they'll decline the penalty. And it'll be 4th and a whole bunch.
Yeah.
After Gunther ends up gaining nothing.
Well, yeah, penalties killing Bloomfield right now. Absolutely killing them.
Now they'll have to punt it away. It is Brock Genito on to punt it. It's a nice kick. Yep. He's got the wind at his back. Yeah. My goodness. Takes a Bloomfield roll inside the 10. Why not touch that? Why not touch the ball? Who's got it?
A late decision to try to pick that ball up. Big mistake.
I think Wynot able to recover the ball, so they'll be on offense. Oh, did they dodge disaster there? It ends up being an immense punt, 65 yards, but Wynot almost gave it away.
I think that was Joe Sudbeck that he just was indecisive there. He thought about picking it up before, and then at the last minute tried to pick it up, and they are lucky that is not Bloomfield's football, 1st down and goal.
As you see right there, he just sort of touched it at the last minute. That ball was on the ground for a while.
Wow.
So Wynot will have it 1st and 10 at their own 3.
Talk about flipping the field on that punt.
So now Heine will keep up the middle, and he is stuffed. That's the first time Bloomfield has really been able to stop that QB keeper all night. Heine gets nothing. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, if you're Bloomfield, it's almost like facing a good pitcher in baseball that has several pitches. And Wynot has several pitches. They can do a lot of things. They can run the option. They can throw the football. And that quarterback keeper has really bothered Bloomfield tonight. Now it's a matter of kind of reading the play. You've been out there for 2.5 quarters, and you get a sense of what Wynot's going to do. You try to take that, what their bread and butter has been tonight, try to take that away from them.
They yelled at a loss of 2. Heine going to go to the air out of the end zone. Incomplete. Was there a receiver in the area? There was not. Flag is thrown, and that's going to be points for Bloomfield.
That's a safety if that's what they're calling. If it's a intentional grounding in the end zone, that's 2 points for Bloomfield. Now they're going to talk about it.
They're talking it over. The discussion is whether or not there was a receiver trying to cross underneath in the area as the ball was thrown. We'll give you the best look we can, folks. The weather conditions have really deteriorated, and we've lost one of our cameras. So,
well, it's bad enough that it's windy. Now the rain is picking up and really making it miserable out there.
Well, I have no idea what just happened.
I
It's 3rd and 12. I guess they just picked up the flag.
They picked up the flag. It's an incomplete pass. They considered that there was a receiver in the area.
But that's the good news. The bad news for Wynot, it's 3rd and 12 from the 1, and we've got movement all over the place. That's going to be Bloomfield again. Another penalty on the Bees. This time a procedure penalty gives Wynot some breathing room.
Yeah, it gives them at least a chance. Move you away from that the goal line there, so you're not worried about maybe a fumble or a safety as much anyway as you were when you were right there at the goal line.
So it's now 3rd down and 8 from the 5. Just past the halfway mark of the 3rd quarter. That wind and rain is blowing right in Dylan Heine's face right now. As he looks to throw into it, it is caught for the first down, and then some. Stopping on a dime, extending the play across the 20 to the 24-yard line is Joseph Sudbeck, who almost gave away the drive with the muff on the punt, makes up for it with a 19-yard completion.
I think that's a good call. Get it out to Sudbeck there in the flat and let him make a play. They picks up the first down. Good executed play and pass play. We mentioned the field conditions and the rain and stuff. It's going to make it really hard to hit football right now. We'll see how that if we have turnovers going forward, and it's going to make it harder to throw with that rain coming down now.
1st and 10 from the 24. In motion is Sudbeck. Optioning to the near side. Heine makes his cut, has a hole. Backs his way across the 30. Down to the 32-yard line, an 8-yard gain for the QB. Having his best night on the ground by far. And Wynot has it 2nd and short.
Yeah, that's just crazy that you look at Dylan Heine, just about 115 yards total on the season running the football, but he has been absolutely masterful. I've used that term 3 or 4 times, but I can't think of a better way to describe the way he's run their offense.
2nd and 2 from the 32. Heine out of the gun. Sudbeck in motion. It's an option. Again, the pitch came late. The ball's loose and Bloomfield's got it. Heine was absolutely hammered as he tried to pitch that ball, and out with it is Brock Genito. Take another look.
Watch this hit, Genito. He just absolutely blew that play up. My goodness. And that's, that's going to jar the football loose on a nice night, let alone a lousy, rainy, windy, cold night.
So Brock, it was Casey Genito that supplied the hit. Brock Genito recovers the fumble. And now Bloomfield has it 1st and 10 in Wynot territory at the 31-yard line. This game's getting messy. Gunther will hand off. Genito, he's hammered. Well, the weather is not keeping these guys from ramming into each other with reckless abandon. It is 2nd and 8.
Well, it's one thing we know is going to happen no matter what the weather, is these guys are going to go after each other. It's such a, it's a rivalry. They played twice last year and split. And Oh, yeah, it's a district championship game,
Right.
too.
There is that as well. They give him 3. It's a fun little rivalry between these two teams. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 28-yard line of Wynot. Ball dropped on the snap. Gunther able to pick it up and make something out of it. Bit of a busted play. Gunther able to get to the 25, gets 3. It'll be 3rd and 4, but my goodness, even the center to quarterback exchange right now is a dangerous proposition.
Yeah, Bloomfield has struggled with the shotgun type snap all night, and now with the rain adding into the mix, it makes it even more difficult.
So 3rd down 4 from the 25-yard line. But they're going to go with Ziegler out of the gun. Good snap. Ziegler tries to find a cutback lane. If he gets the edge, he's got it. Picks up a block from Warrior, but Wynot blows it up in the backfield. Chase Schrader. Huge loss on the play. It's 4th down.
Well, Wynot played that exactly the way you have to against a guy like Ziegler. You keep him in front of you. You don't let him catch that edge. And they run well enough. Again, Ziegler can run sideline to sideline all night. You're all right with that as long as he doesn't turn upfield. They played that very well. Schrader ended the play with a great tackle. Now 4th down, and looks like they're calling it about 4th and 10. In Bloomfield, you kind of have to go for it here.
Back to the original line of scrimmage. Wiley Ziegler is split wide as a receiver to the left side. Gunther looking to the air. Firing, wants Warrior. He's got it! Touchdown, Bloomfield!
Wow.
In these weather conditions, a 31-yard touchdown pass from Braden Gunther to Lane Warrior.
The Warrior has been a mismatch against that Wynot defense. He got open again, and that's a good pass by Gunther with, as you mentioned, with the rain falling and everything, bad conditions. He put that one right on the money. And, you wonder a bit, maybe Bloomfield thinks about throwing the ball a little bit more, even with the conditions, because Wynot has not been able to cover Warrior.
Lane Warrior, 2 receptions tonight, both for touchdowns. And now Bloomfield goes for 2. They go to the air again. And again, it's Lane Warrior bringing it in. Here we go. 2:06 to go in the 3rd. We've got ourselves a ball game. It is 22 to 14. Wynot with the lead. You're watching NCN.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Boardman Construction, voted best residential roofer in Northeast Nebraska.
At Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN, listening to you to create an individualized healthcare plan that fits your needs and preferences is our top priority. Whether you need an annual checkup, specialized gynecology care, or pregnancy management, we partner with you to provide expert care using advanced practices, technology, and techniques. Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN. Care on your terms is the Faith difference.
Braden Gunther of Bloomfield is 3 for 4 passing, but 2 of those 3 completions have gone for touchdowns, both to Lane Warrior. And now Wynot getting a good return. It's Sudbeck leaping over the defender across the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Kind of dove over the top of the tackler there. That's an excellent return. You just give up a touchdown. What's the best thing you can do if you're Wynot? How about get good field position off a good kick return? Set your offense up.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Folks, we're doing our best to show you the action. The weather here has deteriorated badly. We've lost one camera already tonight. This has been a fantastic contest. Now it's Dylan Heine. The pitch to Foxhoven. Gets the edge. Great blocking downfield. And Foxhoven a solid gain on first down into Bloomfield territory to the 35 on a gain of 7.
Yeah, nice pickup on first down. We're heading toward the end of the third quarter. And again, why not? You try to grab that momentum back. You gave up the touchdown on a 4th and long situation, and Bloomfield kind of grabbed that momentum. Now the kickoff return can, why not put points on the board and grab it back? That's what these games are all about. It's that yin and yang with the momentum.
2nd down and 3. Heine out of the gun. And we've got a timeout called by Wynot. We'll take one as well. Take a chance to catch our breath, dry out a little bit. 1:07 to go in the third. It's a 6-point game. You're watching NCN.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Central Valley Ag, working with farmers in growing agriculture together. And by Michael Foods. With a history in food that dates back over 100 years, we know what it takes to be first in food.
Out of the timeout, 2nd and 3. The rain is coming down harder now. The wind continuing to blow right into the face of the Wynot offense. They've got it 2nd and 3 at the 35. Heine going to the air on the misdirection, has Foxhoven wide open, and he's breaking tackles. Foxhoven across the 15. A flag comes in at the end. I think this will be extra yardage for Wynot on the tackle.
It may have a face mask at the end of that play.
But as it is, that's a 25-yard pass play.
And another good call. You said Bloomfield, that misdirection, good defense. Foxhoven just got out of the backfield, nobody out there. Almost takes it to the house, and there's the tackle by Warrior. They're going to call it looks like a horse collar tackle.
So Foxhoven got down to the 10-yard line. And the penalty will be half the distance to the goal. It is 1st and goal. Wynot from the 5-yard line. Huge penalty, and there you see, trying to keep these footballs as dry as possible. But at this point, those towels probably feel more like washcloths.
Yeah.
1st and goal. Heine in the gun. Sudbeck in motion. Heine will go straight ahead, dive into the pile, bounce off defenders, and be stopped shy. Got to about the 2. It'll be 2nd down after the gain of 3.
Now it's about ball security, taking care of the football. And at the 3-yard line, and it's only 2nd down. You've got 3 more chances. And again, the way this, I can't say enough about the way this Wynot offense has operated tonight, and especially in bad conditions, especially against a good defense. They've really, it seems like the play calls have been good, and they've executed most of them very well.
2nd and goal from the 2. Sudbeck in motion. Heine will try to get the edge on the right side, dives for the pylon and gets there. Dylan Heine. Just like we said, if you can't stop Dylan Heine in the running game, you're lost. His 2nd rushing touchdown tonight, his 2nd rushing touchdown this season.
Well, that's the mark of a good team, though. A team that can do things maybe out of their comfort zone a little bit, or at least out of their tendencies. Heine has been so good. He took a heck of a shot on that fumble earlier, but outside of the fumble, I think he has played about as well as he could play.
So now Wynot going for 2. Heine looking to pass, bouncing right, now rolling left and tracked down from behind by Genito. The conversion no good, will keep it here. 5 seconds to the third, and Wynot has extended their lead. It's now 28-16. Our scoreboard brought to you in part by Currency. You need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Well, Currency is here to help. Visit GoCurrency.com. Also brought to you by Faith Regional Physician Services. When hard work hits you hard, have faith.
That's a really good answer by Wynot after giving up the score. And it started with a special teams play, a good kickoff return that set their offense up well. And able to put points on the board, extend that lead, try to keep Bloomfield a couple scores away from you. And, you know, ideally you would say take them out of their comfort zone, take them out of what they like to do. But I think the pass plays to Warrior have been some of their better plays of the night. Maybe you stick with that, and maybe that's a good thing if you're Bloomfield.
The problem is the next time they're going to be doing it, it's going to be with that devilish wind in their face.
Yeah. Makes it a lot harder. And not only the devilish wind, but moisture blowing sideways.
Yeah, this is one. The MVPs tonight are the folks that have to wash these uniforms. This is we are beyond stained tonight. And it does have kind of sort of an almost fog machine effect. It's kind of a, you know, for a Halloween, a spooky atmosphere out there.
The scene from Forrest Gump, I saw how they did it. They did it with those machines. That's what this looks like.
That's exactly right. Genito now on the return. He gets a good return. Brock Genito down the sideline. And Bloomfield will be starting in Wynot territory. Special teams coming up with big plays. Don't you dare go anywhere. This one far from over. After 3, it's Wynot 28. Bloomfield 16, the Bees. A chance to trim into the lead next. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Hi, I'm Brett Wiedenfeld, Chief Financial Officer and Ag Lender at the Bank of Hartington. And I'm also a Northeast Nebraska pork producer. At the Bank of Hartington, we have the tools and knowledge to help your operation grow. We understand the challenges facing our producers and are eager to assist with all the financial needs of your farm. We understand the challenges because our ag lenders have true ag experience.
Minutes of regulation football on a rainy, windy fall evening in northern Dixon County. And Lou Siefker and I are in the beautiful press box here at Foxhoven Field. It's nice and dry. I don't know. I don't even have my coat on. It's nice up here where I am.
Yeah, I was down on the field earlier. My feet are wet.
You want more ice cream?
I'm finishing my popsicles, but thanks.
What a game this has been. Bloomfield is starting in Wynot territory after the great return by Genito. And they're going back to the air. This has been working for him tonight, not so much there. Gunther can't find Genito out of the backfield. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
And now you're dealing with the elements that makes what you don't do well harder, because you got that wind in your face. And if it's about timing, you have to adjust your throws a little bit with that wind. You either have to throw it harder, and we talked about it before with the wind gusting. Sometimes that's a guessing game as to just how hard you have to throw the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 37. Genito was open, too. If that's on target, it's a 1st down and then some. Gunther will keep. Finds a little bit of a hole, but he has stood up right at midfield. Good form tackle there in traffic. That tackle made by Foxhoven. It'll be 3rd down and about 3. I think they gave him the 35-yard line. They'll give it 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, Macaprang involved in a little bit of a late skirmish there.
Make no mistake, this is, when you talk about the intense rivalries in Nebraska, this one doesn't come up a lot, but we've called some Wynot Bloomfield games over the years. These get intense between these two. Third down 8 from the 35. Gunther out of the gun, and it's a delay of game. Bloomfield didn't get the playoff in time. Boy, they were so clean in the first, just one penalty in the first half, now 6 in the second half.
I think if you're Bloomfield, and if you don't win this ball game, you're going to look back at the mistakes. The first half, you had the bad snaps, and now you're just having an array of penalties that are just knocking you out of your game. 3rd and 13 is not where Bloomfield wants to be on a nice night, let alone tonight.
Back to midfield. 3rd and 13. Bloomfield has been playing from behind all night. Gunther on the option will keep, gets a stiff arm, gets to the outside, first down and more. Wow. Bloomfield into Wynot territory. Reminding folks, they're pretty good at running the football. Gunther gets 20 and a first down.
Yeah, Gunther got outside, broke contain, gets us to the sidelines there. Boy, that's a big pickup. But 3rd and 13 was not where they wanted to be, but Gunther somehow, some way finds that first down marker.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Call it an 18-yard gain. No Gunther in on this play. It's Ziegler and Genito in the backfield. Bad snap. Genito's got to go back and get it. He's trying to get the ball out. He throws it, and it's caught by Warrior. Lane Warrior's going to make a gain out of this. He's still going.
Wow.
Lane Warrior. How about Brock Genito, the presence of mind to get that away. He'll take another look at this. Bad snap. Genito picks it up. And they almost scored on this play as Lane Warrior makes himself available.
Yeah, Warrior with a one-on-one. He's going to win pretty much all of those. Got a man down now. Looks like why not
got
player
a why
down
not
there,
player down.
It's Weisler.
No, that's Carson Weisler. That's bad news. He is up. That's good news. Good to see that young man. But Bloomfield, how on earth? This is a goal-to-go situation now.
Yeah.
Brock Genito and Lane Warrior both making incredible plays there off that broken play.
Well, that had disaster written all over it. Somehow Genito, you mentioned that presence of mind. Just stay calm in the situation. Don't panic. He did that and found Warrior, and Warrior had that one-on-one where he broke the tackle, and so it went from bad to wonderful.
It's a 16-yard gain. Now you got Bloomfield 1st and goal from the 6. Gunther's back in the gun. Gunther low snap, handles it, tries to sweep to the left, won't get much. Knocked out of bounds, might have gotten no gain at all. In fact, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that time, why not again? And not allow Gunther outside. Force that play to the sideline.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 6. Clock stopped, 10 minutes to go. Ziegler is in the backfield with Gunther. Gunther on an option will cut back to his left. Cutting forward inside the 5, down shy of the end zone. It'll be 3rd and goal from about the 3.
Well, there's no question that Bloomfield will be going for it if they don't get it here. This is kind of a must-score situation for the Bees. They've got to find that end zone and keep themselves in this ball game. You come up empty here, it's going to be very difficult, but knocking on the door, Bees very good in these situations.
3rd down and goal. They go back to their base set, 2 tight ends, I formation behind Ziegler. or rather Ziegler, the deep back, Gunther, the quarterback. Went to hand it off and lost his footing. Gunther just fell down. Back at about the 8-yard line. That's a loss of about 5. It's going to be 4th down.
Wow. That's unfortunate, and that's what happens when you're playing in these elements. Sometimes they become a factor. Certainly on that play they were. Boy, now this feels like the play of the game here.
4th and goal from the 8. Gunther under center, I formation behind him. Gunther will throw on the rollout. Now Tux tries to get to the end zone, and Wynot stops him. Gunther was brought down shy of the end zone.
Is there a flag down?
There is. It's a face mask against Wynot. Oh, my goodness.
Man, oh, man. Let's see if we can
Take another
see it.
look. Wow.
That's a big penalty. That felt like ball game. I mean, there's a lot of time left to be played, and it wasn't a sure thing, but boy, that would have been a big stop. Instead, 1st down and goal, and Bloomfield gets new life.
Well, so the down marker says 4th. The scoreboard says 1st. The handoff up the middle. Did he get in? He did not get there.
So that was not a 1st down? That should have been a first. Okay, there it is.
So,
Why not
Gunther, I'm
like
a little
it was
confused as to what's happening. The down marker on the far sideline said it was 4th down on that play.
Been a 1st down with that face mask. That should have give.
Well, unless it was a 5-yard face mask.
Good point.
If it was a
so that was 4th down. Now I'm confused.
So it was a 5-yard face mask.
Okay.
So it was still 4th down. So Bloomfield needed to get in the end zone there. They did not, and so Wynot has it 1st and 10.
Yeah, the 5-yard penalty did not give him the 1st down. Had it been a personal foul, that would have given them the 1st down. It was not a personal foul. I thought it was marked off half the distance and a 1st down. But I think they're getting it straightened out. It should be Wynot football.
So Wynot comes up huge there.
I think you get a break there with just the 5-yard penalty. But you did what you had to do. You got the stop on that last play. Now you've got a chance to try to burn some clock, but you're also backed up inside your own 5-yard line.
They're taking a shotgun snap in their own end zone from the 1, and they're going to throw. It's Heine thinking big, too big, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to get it near sideline to Sudbeck, well covered by Warrior, and it's 2nd down.
You're trying to get a one-on-one situation downfield. Warrior is such a good player out there. It's tough to get free of him. But I see what they were trying to do. You take a chance there, but you're pretty confident in Heine, your senior quarterback, that he'll not make a bad play in that situation.
You saw there on the camera how close that ball is to the goal line. Inside the 1, 2nd and 10. Now, flinging it out of the end zone. Foxhoven makes the catch, brought down immediately. It's Warrior again. Getting it done on both sides of the ball. That's a minimal gain. It'll be 3rd down and 9 from the 2.
That's a complete pass. That's the good thing out of that. It's a complete pass, which the clock keeps ticking. The incomplete pass stops the clock. You don't want an incomplete pass here, but you also don't want to be kicking out of the back of your end zone. The good thing, if you're Wynot, is you've got that wind at your back, so you've got a chance to get a pretty good kick.
3rd down and 9. Ball at the 2. Sudbeck in motion. Heine to throw. Hit as he throws. Picked off! And Gunther's gone!
Wow.
Braden Gunther, his first interception of the season, and we've got a new ball game.
That is amazing. That's the feast or famine when you're throwing a football. That especially where you're at there, and that something bad happens, it turns into a major bad, and that's a good thing for Bloomfield. Gunther gets the pick and takes it to the house.
Braden Gunther has 2 touchdown passes and now a touchdown as a defensive back. And now Bloomfield's going for 2 to try to make this a 4-point game. What a bizarre last minute and a half of football we have seen. Gunther flipping end zone, caught by Ginito, and it's a 4-point game. 7:27 to go. Wynot 28, Bloomfield 24. What on earth could happen next? You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Borgman Construction. They get the work done with their own crew, never outsourcing the job. Voted best residential roofer in Northeast Nebraska. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health. Affordable, accessible, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
Our planet, it's hungry. Blessed with millions of acres in this great nation, our farmers work tirelessly to feed the planet through seasons of uncertainty and seasons of growth. It's a tough business to do alone. As owners of Central Valley Ag, it's together that we move forward. There's room at the table. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it. Central Valley Ag.
Well, what a change. First, we saw the bizarre goal-to-go situation, the face mask that doesn't result in the automatic first down. Wynot gets the stop at the 1. Then 3 plays later, Braden Gunther, a 6-yard INTD, and Bloomfield back within 4. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. This is Jake Schrader kicking it off into the teeth of the wind. Catching it on the run is Sudbeck. But he's not going to get much. Out across the 20, down to the 24-yard line, where Wynot will have it 1st and 10. Hey, folks, stick around after the game. We'll talk to the winning head coach. That interview brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Lou Bloomfield, 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions. Wynot is 2 for 4. That's why it's only a 4-point difference in a game where Wynot has 1 extra touchdown.
Yeah, the 2-point conversions, especially at this level, they are so big, and Bloomfield, as you mentioned, 3 for 3. That's outstanding, and that kept them here close, only down 4, despite getting it done with that 2-point conversion.
The 24-yard line. Dylan Heine, who has played an incredible game tonight. Bad snap. Heine will dive on it. And we're really seeing the effect of the elements on this game now. Heine, the ball didn't come out clean on that interception. Now the bad snap, and it's 2nd and long.
Yeah, that's a big mistake now. That snap just sailed. Heine does exactly what you want him to do there. Just jump on that football. Don't give up the football. But a big loss here of about 11 yards on that play.
2nd and 21 back at the 13-yard line. That interception thrown by Heine, by the way, just his 6th on the season. Heine will go to the air on 2nd and long, comes back near side on the misdirection. It's caught and it's set up. It's Foxhoven into the open field, breaking a tackle across midfield, tripped up. Huge play by Wynot. Foxhoven into Bloomfield territory at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 32.
Yeah, big play, obviously. Foxhoven gets out in the open field, makes something happen. I'll tell you what, Heine got drilled as he threw that football. He bounces up. That's a good thing, obviously, if you're Wynot. But he got hit hard on that pass. But a big play now. Wynot get some field position to work with. They haven't had much field position lately.
So now in Bloomfield territory at the 35-yard line. Heine out of the gun. He's got two receivers to the right, one to the left. Halfway home, fourth quarter. Bit of a bad snap. Heine loses his footing, trips over his own blocker, and is brought down at the line of scrimmage. He got kind of tangled up there with Emerson Gunther. Got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And now for Wynot, you just want to run. You want to keep field position, and you want to run some clock. If you score, it's the base scenario. But at very least, you don't want Bloomfield to get field position, and you want to make sure that as much clock ticked away as possible.
Wynot taking plenty of time in between plays. They are in no hurry. Up 4. 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Heine out of the gun. We got all kinds of motion. I think Bloomfield jumped. That will indeed be against Bloomfield, and a free 5 for Wynot, and Wynot now gets to take more time off the clock. Perhaps that's even more devastating for Bloomfield.
Well, throughout this ball game, the mistakes, are big. Now, the last 5 minutes here, now it's really important for both teams. You just got to eliminate mistakes like that. You can't have a mental error. If you're Bloomfield, you're trying to get that football back. You're trying to get it back with a little bit of time, and you just can't allow.
2nd down and 5. Wynot's going to have to hurry to get this snap off. They do. It's Heine straight ahead for not much. Macaprang wraps him up, brings him down. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Dylan Heine, that's his 20th carry this evening.
Yeah, that is wild.
He has 91 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. That is not a typical night for that young man. But he's been getting it done through the air, too. 10 of 17 through the air, touchdown and an interception. Big 3rd down here from the 30. 3rd and 5, 2 receivers to either side. Heine out of the gun. Steps back, throws late. It is caught, stretching forward. I think he's going to have the first down.
Right there on the line. Looks like he has it.
Chase Schrader extended his arms just as he was being brought down at the 25-yard line, and he moves the sticks.
Yeah, that is a fantastic play. Yeah, you take a chance taking that ball out there, especially with the weather conditions. But I think he did exactly what you had to do there, and that's just get that ball over that line and get that first down. That's a great play by Schrader.
What a time for him to get his first reception of the evening. And now Wynot keeps that clock moving.
Yeah, now the clock is a significant factor. As you're about 3.5 to go, Bloomfield still has all their time out.
1st and 10 from the 25. Heine out of the gun again. Wants to go straight up the middle, bounces to the right, gets a couple. Tripped up in the backfield by Jacob Smith. Got there to off. And now we've got a timeout called by Bloomfield. They burn their first of the game. 3:16 to go. Can Wynot wrap this up? We'll find out soon. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
Well, it looks like the rain has let up a little bit. It's at least not a monsoon like it was earlier this half, but it's still windy. Wynot trying to run this game out? 3:16 to go. They're up 4. They've got it 2nd and 8 from the Bloomfield 23-yard line.
Eric, before that timeout, Dylan Heine walking to the sidelines. He was limping noticeably. Let's see if that continues here.
Heine will go to the air. They're setting up a screen to Schrader, and it's set up. Schrader gets a block. Oh, they threw a flag.
Oh.
Schrader got to the end zone. They're going to call Carson Weisler with the hold as he was blocking for Schrader. That takes points off the board, and Carson Weisler can't believe it.
Boy, that felt like a kill shot there, and now Bloomfield's still in this ball game. My goodness.
Watch
Perfectly
number 13.
executed screen. Watch
right
it right
there.
there.
That's what they called it. You only saw it for a split second. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Couldn't see in that replay whether or not they're hold, but that's where the call came from. Oh, my goodness.
Back to the 31-yard line. Takes points off the board.
I don't know that I've seen a game in a while that with this many penalties on big plays.
Yeah. So many wild swings in this one. It's 2nd and 16 from the 31. They pitch near side. Bloomfield there for it. It's Ginito breaking up the option play in the backfield. Foxhoven gives up more yards, and it's 3rd and a whole bunch.
Yeah, starting to play that pitch a lot better. Ginito comes up and handles the pitch man, which is Foxhoven. Another timeout called on the field.
We'll keep it here. 3:01 to go in the game. Bloomfield can stop the clock via timeout just one more time. It is 3rd down and 19. Ball back at the 34-yard line. They need to get to the 15 in a game that everyone who is here is going to remember forever.
Yeah.
An incredible contest, unbelievable weather conditions, huge swings in momentum. We have seen a little bit of everything in this one tonight.
I don't know that I've seen so many, again, penalties on big plays. And you mentioned the momentum swings. It hasn't been drive to drive. It's been play to play at times tonight. It's just been crazy. But 3rd down and 19 now. If you're Wynot, do you take the chance? Certainly you've shown already that you've got a ton of confidence in Dylan Heine and his experience. But you don't want to have a catastrophic play here either that not only turns it over but gives Bloomfield great field position or points.
3rd and 19 from the 34. Heine will go to the air. Looking deep, Warriors there for it, knocks it away. It was intended for Sudbeck. They got that one-on-one again, but Lane Warrior has been great in coverage tonight, and it's 4th down. So now what do you do?
Yeah, they took the chance. They try to get the 1st down. Now maybe you run the ball here if you it's a tough situation because you want to pick up the 1st down.
You can try to pin him deep on a punt on 4th down, but that means you got to snap the ball in these conditions to the punter, and who knows what could happen.
You might see a quick kick here.
4th and 19 from the 34. Heine will go with the quick kick, angles it near side, didn't get a ton of air under it. Bloomfield will have pretty good field position for what could be the deciding drive. They will start at the 20. It's a 14-yard punt. Bloomfield has one timeout, and they can put this game away. They have not led at any point in this game. They have a chance to take the lead here.
Yeah, boy, Wynot had a chance to put the game away themselves. They get the touchdown. It's called back on the penalty, and then unable to move the football. Now it's the game is there for Bloomfield's taking if they can do it. I think you try to get the ball in Lane Warrior's hands along with Ziegler.
High formation. They'll option. Gunther pitches. Ziegler outside, knocked out of bounds. Clock will stop, 2:44 to go. Solid gain running behind Ginito, the blocker. It's a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, clock management's going to be big here the rest of the way. You've only got one timeout left. Obviously, what you do best is running the football. But I like the matchup with Lane Warrior against the secondary of Wynot. They've had trouble covering him. Even a good athlete like Dylan Heine is out there playing that safety spot, cornerback spot. He's had a tough time when he's been matched up with Lane Warrior. That seems to be their most effective play of the night.
Wiley Ziegler split wide to the left. Gunther out of the gun. Will look to the air. Timing route. No, it's a hook and lateral. Ginito leaps over a defender and has first down yardage. Out across to the 34-yard line. So it's a pass play of about 4 and a run of about 6, and it gets a first down.
Yeah, I like the play call, a short pass. And you sneak in that lateral at the end of it. Like the call. It's going to be tough throwing the ball downfield, though, again, against the wind. Right now, Bloomfield going against that very stiff north wind.
1st and 10 from the 34. The handoff, stretch play. Ziegler slips as he makes his cut. Regains his footing and finds a cutback lane. Picks up a block from Gunther as he works down the near sideline. Wiley Ziegler still on his feet, still making guys miss. Wiley Ziegler giving the Heisman. What a run! 46 yards. Bloomfield's got the lead.
Wow. What a play. Incredible. Wiley Ziegler. The play of the year.
Folks, you could live to be 100 and not see another run as good as the one we just saw.
Man, oh man. How do you even describe that? That's just incredible. Look at the moves. Again, he's been doing that all night. Start one way and find that cutback lane. Get out in the open field. Nobody better in the open field than Wiley Ziegler.
His first rushing touchdown tonight. 12th of the season, and now Bloomfield will go for 2. Both teams have scored 4 touchdowns. Conversions have been the difference. Gunther to the right, angling forward, did not get there. So it remains a 2-point game with 2:01 to go. Do not go anywhere. Wynot gets the ball next. You're watching NCN.
At Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN, listening to you to create an individualized healthcare plan that fits your needs and preferences is our top priority. Whether you need an annual checkup, specialized gynecology care, or pregnancy management, we partner with you to provide expert care using advanced practices, technology, and techniques. Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN. Care on your terms is the Faith difference.
You cannot let it be said that whoever wins District 3 in Class D2 didn't earn it. An instant classic at Foxhoven Field in Wynot. Bloomfield has just taken their first lead on a 46-yard touchdown run that people in Bloomfield will be telling their great-grandchildren about.
The bad news is, if you're Bloomfield, you left 2 minutes on the clock.
And this will be a pretty good return here, set up for Sutton. Back far sideline. He's got one man to beat. It's Ziegler who stops the tackle. But Wynot will have fantastic field position. 2 timeouts and 1:55 to go.
Yeah, a lot of time left, and those timeouts are big. That's why you like to save them for the end of the game.
So Wynot will start in Bloomfield territory at the 39-yard line.
I think a lot of your offense is still out there with those 2 timeouts. You can run the option play. Now, Bloomfield's done a much better job here in the second half against that option. Plus, the wind is at your back.
Dylan Heine, who has played so well tonight. Out of the gun. He'll go to the air. Looks left. Throws right, has a man over the top, almost intercepted. Wiley Ziegler had 2 hands on the pass intended for Schrader. Why not play?
Yeah, and they had Heine had Schrader open there, and I think that's where the ball at your back sometimes hurts you, because that ball sailed. I think that pass on a regular day is put on the money. That time, that ball just kept going and going and sailed over Schrader's head.
What were we saying about how this wasn't going to be a high-scoring game? Remember we said that at half, 30-28. Why not trying to change that here? 2nd and 10 at the 39. 1:49 to go. They're going to run that option play, the pitch. Foxhoven's got blockers. Gets to the near side, gets out of bounds. Out across the 35 to the 31. That's an 8-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and...
Along with the 8-yard gain, he also got out of bounds. Smart play. I think a lot of times, in the regular part of the game, you would turn inside there and go behind those blockers, try to get those extra yards. But Foxhoven very smartly gets out of bounds and saves the timeout.
3rd and 2. Ball's at the 31. Heine out of the gun. He'll keep it. They option. Heine has the first down. Out across the 30 to the 27-yard line. Dylan Heine gains 4. Oh, that young man is going to be sore tomorrow morning.
Yes, he is. He has carried the ball a ton.
His 22nd carry tonight.
That's incredible. And by my the stats I have for the season, he's only carried it 36 times all year.
Pitch. Foxhoven, Genito there for it. You can't cover the option any better than Bloomfield just did there. And Heine took another shot as he pitched it.
Oh, Genito has really been good against that option. He's been the man coming up, covering those pitches. That forces Wynot to burn one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
They've got 1 left. They'll have it 2nd and 13. Ball's back at the, 2nd and 14. They mark it at the 31-yard line. That's a loss of 4. And, Lou, that's a great point. Brock Genito from the linebacker spot has made a lot of big plays like that, particularly in the second half as Bloomfield started to diagnose what Wynot wanted to do with that speed option.
Yeah, they brought Genito up, and he's had the responsibility of the pitch man, and suddenly those plays aren't going anywhere. That's a good adjustment by the coaching staff, and certainly Genito's ability out there has really slowed the option game down.
All right, 2nd and 14 from the 31. Wynot has 1 timeout remaining, 79 seconds. District title on the line. Heine out of the gun. Will go to the air, pressured. Paul, too tall, incomplete. Schrader had a little bit of room behind him. McAprang was giving chase, but if Schrader hauls that in, Lou, he might still be running. You see it from behind. Yeah, there was no one behind him.
Set up well. Genito, that time it was Casey Genito that got into the backfield, and I think just disrupted that enough, forced him to get rid of the ball just a step quicker than he wanted to, which kind of blew up that play.
3rd down, 14. From the 31, you've got Heine splitting out as a receiver. They're going to split it to him. He's going to throw. Wants Sudbeck. Deep, triple coverage, but there's the flag.
Wow.
It's going to be pass interference on Bloomfield, and Wynot gets the first down.
Got lucky, I think, a little bit. Bloomfield diagnosed this, and I think everybody knew Heine was going to throw it 3 defenders against 1 receiver, but the penalty bails them out.
It would have been 4th and long. It'll now be 1st down, Wynot. 1:09 to go.
Wow.
Lane Warrior has been so good in coverage tonight. That time a little too handsy. And that moves the ball down to the 16-yard line.
Boy, this last minute and 9 seconds is going to be an eternity for both of these schools. That certainly helps Wynot out. You still have a timeout, and now you've got a first down, so you don't have to worry about 4th and long.
So Wynot will break the huddle. They're not splitting anybody wide here. Everybody bunched up toward the line. Heine alone in the backfield. Heine looking to the air, swings it far side. That's Foxhoven, turns upfield and gets out of bounds at the 10. Again, good sense of self. They burned maybe 3 seconds, that's all. And it'll be 2nd down after the gain of 5.
We've got experienced players out there for Wynot, and they're making smart decisions. And you want to try to score, obviously, but you don't want to force anything. Get tackled in the field of play, and that burns a lot of clock, and you end up burning a timeout. You still have that timeout. While at the 11-yard line, that timeout is big.
2nd down and 5. Now they'll bunch those three to the right side of the formation. Still Heine alone in the backfield. Heine with time. Looks left. It is incomplete. Knocked away by Gunther. What a play by Braden Gunther to knock that ball loose of Carson Weisler. It's third down.
Yeah, that looked like that was a fairly easy pitch and catch. Watch Gunther come across here. Boom, knocked that ball out. Great play by Gunther.
So now third down and 5 from the 11.
I just have to chuckle. This game has been crazy.
This has been one of the wild. We've called a lot of games over the years, Lou. This is easily one of the strangest, most entertaining football games I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly don't have a rooting interest up here. This has been one of the more fun games I've ever covered.
Hats off to both teams. Wynot's got to hurry. Oh, they got to burn their last time out because they were going to get a delay a game. So Wynot is out of timeouts the rest of the way. It's 3rd and 5 from the 11, and you know Coach Hymas hated to have to pull that timeout out of the pocket there.
Yeah, that hurts because now that limits your play calling. I think you could, with that timeout, you could have thought about a run at that situation, maybe an option play, maybe a quarterback keeper. Now you don't have any timeouts, so you have to kind of change what you want to do offensively. In that situation, it's pretty risky at this stage now with no timeouts to call a running play.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5. Blue Jays heading out on what has been just a miserable night weather-wise. Everything else about tonight's been fantastic. We've lost a camera to the weather tonight. But it's been fun to broadcast this game. 3rd and 5 from the 11. Heine with time, throwing, end zone, caught! Touchdown, Wynot!
Wow.
That's Chase Schrader.
One-handed.
With his 5th touchdown reception of the season.
He caught that one-handed. What a play. We're going to see it again here. Heine gets plenty of time to throw. Puts it up high. Look at that. What a catch.
Wow. What a grab.
Man, oh
what
man.
What a grab. What a night. What a play.
54 seconds to play. This one's a long way from over, but right now, Wynot in the driver's seat?
Dylan Heine has rushed for 2 touchdowns and has now passed for 2. And Chase Schrader just came up with a monster play. Now going for 2. Looking for Foxhoven on the misdirect, able to stiff farm his man and get into the end zone. And Wynot extends their lead to 6. We've got 54 seconds of regulation football. Bloomfield's got a timeout, but let's face it, the way their offense is run, Lou, they got plenty of time to tie this game up, if not win it.
Well, anytime you have Wyatt Ziegler out there, you got a chance. One of the greatest runs I've ever seen. The last time they had the football, 54 seconds, and still 1 timeout to work with. Yeah, this game is not over. Now,
and if you're Wynot, do not kick the ball to number 1. You get that ball out of his hands.
Right. Yeah, you don't want him touching it. But playmakers abound on both of these teams. And I still like Lane Warrior out there in that receiver spot. He has been a tough matchup all night long, as great as Ziegler is. And you certainly want to get him some touches here in this last 54 seconds. But you don't forget about Lane Warrior in this situation.
Winner is the district champ. Loser will hope that they get a situation like last year where Wynot beat Bloomfield in the regular season, and then Bloomfield came back and got revenge in the quarterfinals before losing to Hitchcock County in the semifinals last year. For all the success that Wynot has had over the years, they have never played for a state title in football. They've made it to the semifinal 3 times, have never played for a title.
That is crazy.
This is a team that has the makeup of a team that could play for a title.
Yeah, I agree. I think both these teams have that ability right now.
Kick will be fielded at the 29-yard line. Didn't go, I think, as deep as Wynot was hoping it would. So Bloomfield will have it 1st and 10 at their own 29. 53 seconds, 51 yards in front of them.
Well, this has that feel that anything can happen. I mean, you're up 6 with 53 seconds to go. A lot of times you feel like you've got the game under control. It just doesn't feel that way.
Bloomfield only has 7 guys on the field. They got to rush a lineman out.
Yeah, don't want to burn that timeout.
Gunther almost lost the snap. It's a reverse to Ziegler, breaks a tackle. Ziegler wants to throw. Instead, he'll tuck it, run, dive to the sideline. They're going to mark him out of bounds. 44 seconds to go. Well, that almost was a disastrous play on multiple fronts. It ends up being a gain of 5.
Yeah, he's the master of getting something out of nothing. But they need something now. They don't need nothings here. They need some big somethings here with 44 seconds to go.
They give him 6, mark him out at the 35-yard line. It's 2nd and 4. But more importantly, 1 timeout and 44 seconds left for Bloomfield. Gunther under center. He's got Genito behind him. Ziegler's lined up as a receiver to the left. Gunther to the air. Has time. Wynot just dropped everybody back? Gunther can't find anybody.
The clock is ticking.
Still scrambling. Clock is working. Gunther's got to do something. Finally lobs it late. Did he catch that? We'll take a look. What are the officials going to say? They're going to talk it over. Sudbeck thinks he's got an interception. Did it touch the ground?
Yeah, very hard to tell from where we're at. The officials right
They're
there.
going to say incomplete pass. Bloomfield will fight on.
Yeah, I think they got that right. I think the ball hit the ground here.
We'll see if we can see it from the end zone camera there.
That's hard to tell there. When we saw it live, I thought it hit the ground, and the officials are much closer than we are.
They didn't, and they did what you're supposed to do. They talked it out, made sure they got the decision. So 3rd down and 4. That burned 12 seconds, though, that scramble. You've got 2 receivers, Warrior and Ziegler to the left. Ziegler in the slot. Gunther throws, caught. Oh, and a late flag. That's going to be a late hit on Wynot.
Oh.
The pass was caught by Jacob Smith. Just his 2nd reception of the season. And then the hit on the sideline is going to give Bloomfield extra yards.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, he's already out of bounds. That's it wasn't anything egregious, but he's out of bounds. You can't lay a hit there, and that adds 15 yards here. So now, boy, Bloomfield got time. 27 seconds of timeout to work with. It is far, far from over.
That brings it inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line with 27 seconds to go. Ziegler split wide to the left. Gunther looking that way. Flushed. Wynot could have sacked him. They missed it. Gunther will finally be brought down.
Well, that's a
that
mistake.
Could have been a big loss.
That's a big mistake. You just got to get rid of the football there. You just burned too much time. You got sacked. Now that timeout goes off the board. You'd have any choice.
He did end up gaining a couple of yards. Couldn't get to the sideline, though. So with 15 seconds, Bloomfield has to burn their last time out. But that's 2 scrambles that have burned, 25 seconds between the 2 of them?
Yeah, I think you got to instruct Gunther now. If it's not there, just get rid of it. It's 2nd down. You don't want to try to make a play and then burn up all your time. No timeouts left now. You got to think about probably going into the end zone if you're going to throw the football.
They've been using Ziegler on the left and then crossing him to the right. They were trying to get him there on that last play, but it was well covered. Now Ziegler's back in the backfield. Any pass has to at least get past the 1st down sticks if you're Bloomfield. From the 15, Gunther firing. End zone, wants Warrior, knocked away. It'll be 3rd down. Great coverage On that side of the field, I believe that was Weisler who knocked it away. It's third down, 10 seconds.
Yeah, Weisler and I believe Heine behind him. They had Warrior double covered. That's smart.
Yeah.
You got to get a couple guys on him.
And he's still got a couple hands on it, too.
10 seconds to go.
Third down.
My goodness.
And 8 from the 15, but it's not about down and distance here. It's about just getting the ball in the end zone if you're Bloomfield.
Yeah, you got to put the ball in the end zone. You get tackled in the field of play. I mean, you get a first down, which would stop the clock for a moment.
You'd have to turf it immediately.
But you'd have to spike it.
From the 15, Gunther on the rollout to his left. Throws back to the right behind the line of scrimmage to Ziegler. Ziegler's going to be brought down in the field of play.
That's ball game.
And that's it. That's ball game. Wynot wins it. One of the wildest, wettest football games you will ever see ends with Wynot victorious and the district title. Your final 36-30. Blue Devils win it. Post-game show coming up on NCN.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Fall harvest means long hours for you and your equipment. You both need a fuel that can handle the pressure. So use Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster Premium Diesel from Farmer's Pride for more power, better fuel economy, faster starts, and special additives to help reduce downtime. What's more, when you do business with Farmer's Pride, you'll notice a personal touch that goes beyond the expected. Farmer's Pride, in the field, on your farm, in your community.
I have seen other chiropractors in the past, but Dr. Kim really is in tune with your body and your individual needs. I have a really physically demanding job. She keeps my body going.
Being in the military, it's very hard on the body, so I see her quite often after drill weekends. I believe that the body is a machine, and the best way to heal it is being in alignment and letting the body do the work. There's no age too young or too old to see Dr. Kim.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. And by Borgman Construction, voted best residential roofer in Northeast Nebraska.
Get rewarded and earn interest for using your My Design Rewards checking account with Midwest Bank. I'm volleyball player Allie Badenhorst, and I get rewarded when I use my debit card grabbing a bite to eat or getting coffee before class. It's easy, simple, and smart. It's not about how much money I have in my account. I get rewarded just for using my debit card at all my favorite places. Find out more at MidwestBank.com. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
NCN Sports is sponsored by Central Valley Ag, working with farmers in growing agriculture together. And by Michael Foods. With a history in food that dates back over 100 years, we know what it takes to be first in food.
My son, Christopher Parado, was 20 years old when he was prescribed opioids. It took him 5 days to get addicted. I'm not supposed to be the one to go get his suit and tie and pick which sneakers that I'm going to bury him in. My son overdosed at the age of 22 years old.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Borgman Construction. They get the work done with their own crew, never outsourcing the job. Voted best residential roofer in Northeast Nebraska. And by Region 4 Behavioral Health. Affordable, accessible, quality mental health and substance abuse services.
At Elkhorn Valley Bank, we believe in local. It's something we live by. It's something we're proud of. It's helping our neighbors grow like they've helped us. Supporting families, investing in lives, and creating prosperity. Local means making decisions that grow and improve surrounding communities we call home. Investing in our nonprofits, and giving back. Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, great for you, great for your community.
At Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN, listening to you to create an individualized healthcare plan that fits your needs and preferences is our top priority. Whether you need an annual checkup, specialized gynecology care, or pregnancy management, we partner with you to provide expert care using advanced practices, technology, and techniques. Faith Regional Physician Services OBGYN. Care on your terms is the Faith difference.
Hi, I'm Cindy Bruns, manager and ag lender at the Bank of Hardington Bloomfield Loan Production Office. I'm also a Northeast Nebraska beef producer. At the Bank of Hardington, we strive to build relationships based on trust and service that last generations. We understand the challenges facing our producers and are eager to assist with all the financial needs of your farm. We understand the challenges because our ag lenders have true ag experience.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
What a game. 36-30, Wynot gets the win. It's time to talk to their head coach. That interview brought to you by Sarpy County Tourism. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at gosarpy.com. Steve Hymas standing by with Lou Siefker.
Well, the Wynot Blue Devils, they are the District 3 champions here in Class D2, and they survived tonight in a 36-30 win over a very game Bloomfield Bees team. And I'm joined now by head coach Steve Hymas. Coach, boy, I don't know, have you ever been a part of a crazier game than this one? So many momentum swings in this one.
You know, there's only one that comes to memory, and that was a win in the last minute and a half of the game. But this one for this team is amazing. It's just their resiliency and they're willing to come back, and their fight is just awesome.
Well, talk about the last drive there. Bloomfield had just taken the lead, kind of grabbed the momentum. It looks like they might win the ball game. Still had a couple minutes to go, and your team did what they had to do. They took it down the field and scored the winning touchdown.
Yeah, it all got set up by a kick return by Joe Sedbeck and a good kick return to Bloomfield's side of the field. And then I knew we had time, so they were playing our pass. So we had to run the ball a handful of times. And then we come down and we had chances to take shots at the end zone. I felt we missed our tight end early in the game when we finally got one that was good. So, you know, it was a heck of a catch, heck of a throw, just a great team effort there.
Well, you guys have such a prolific passing game, but it was the option offense there in that first half especially that worked well. What did you see, and why did you decide to go with that style of offense?
You know, the way they were playing our pass was they were trying to double covers or keep a safety over top of everything and trying to take away a lot of the pass plays. So they had more guys in the pass protection, so we had to run the ball. And so it worked well for us, and it's a huge win, and it says a lot about our offensive line.
What did you say to your team? Let's go back to that big run with Ziegler, and they take the lead. What did you say to your team before you took the field? What was your message there?
You know, my biggest thing is there's a lot of game left. We've got to come out and play. You never know what happens. It's high school football. You go out and make your play. They've given us a chance, so let's go play the game.
Absolutely. Now you've got a quarterback by the name of Dylan Heine who played a heck of a ball game tonight, was a runner instead of a passer tonight. What do you have to say about his performance?
You know, there's two things involved that our blockers did a heck of a job, and the way he ran the ball allowed us to keep him running and our blockers keeping up the lane. So there was not very many big runs, but it was consistent runs and kept the ball running and kept the chains moving. So it was an awesome job by everybody.
Weather got crazy there in the second half. How did that affect the way you called the game?
You know, it really affected the ball handling skills of everybody, and you really seen the fundamentals of the ball handling come into play, and I thought we did a pretty good job of hanging the ball, keeping the snaps besides one bad snap. Really, we were pretty good on that. You know, and Bloomfield had a handful of bad snaps because of that. It comes back to fundamentals, and I think our guys do a heck of a job at that.
Well, Coach Hymas, congratulations on a really big win tonight, the district championship. Good luck as you head into the playoffs.
Thank you, and we'll have fun at state, that's for sure, at the playoffs.
I'm sure you will, Coach. Congratulations again. Let's get Dylan Heine in here. Well, Dylan, now we talked about you guys. I mean, you're a passing quarterback. That's what you've been. You've had about 115 yards, I think, coming in rushing, and 36 carries or so. But you were over 20 carries tonight. How did that? I guess how did you handle that? And did you see that coming, or was that something that just kind of came up as the game went on?
Yeah, we knew the weather was not going to be the greatest this week, so we knew we had to run the ball. So I stepped up and did my best.
Yeah, you did a very good job. Talk about that last drive there. What did you see there? How were you guys? You mentioned, Coach mentioned that really good kickoff return set you guys up well. You had a pass, I think, one that sailed over the receiver's head. I'm sure the wind had to be kind of challenging there, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think a little bit was adrenaline, just overthrowing it, but yeah, it was a good team effort.
But you're able to finally get that touchdown at the end there. What does that speak to your team when you to come from behind like that late?
Yeah, we knew we had to stay together and stay calm, and we came together as a team and got it done.
Well, you had a heck of a performance tonight. 2 touchdowns running, 2 touchdowns passing. Do you feel like this offense can do just about anything now? I mean, you've shown that you can run the football against a pretty good defense.
Yeah, we proved a lot tonight, but we can still get better. Still a lot of room to improve.
Always room to improve. Now, the Wynot, it surprises me, but Wynot has never won a state championship. You guys are undefeated. What do you think, Dylan? You think you guys have a chance this year?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a possibility, and that's our goal.
Well, that's certainly out there for you guys. Well, you got the district championship out of the way. What does you take away as a senior from this team this year and what's gone on? I know you still have games to play, but as a senior, what do you look back on and remember fondly about this ball club?
I've just been blessed with a great team, great brothers around me, and they definitely make it fun. It's a fun team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fun game tonight. Dylan, congratulations on a big win, and good luck as you head into the playoffs.
Thank you.
All right, that's Dylan Heine, our player of the game. Eric, let's go ahead and send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Lou. 97 yards on the ground, 151 yards through the air, and about 38 words during his post-game interview. He lets his play do the talk, and that's Dylan Heine. Our player of the game, that interview brought to you by Dr. Kim Thor, chiropractor in Norfolk, located at 324 West Norfolk Avenue. All right, deep breath, everybody. It is time to talk top plays. That's brought to you by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other big-ticket items? Currency's here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. District final on the line. 2 ranked teams. Early October, stormy night. Wynot taking on Bloomfield? It gets no better in Northeast Nebraska. And this game was a wild one. Early on, Wynot having to get it done on the ground. And they do. 4 yards out. That's Zach Foxhoven. And Wynot takes the early 8-0 lead. They would extend their lead as we get into the second quarter. This time going to the air. Dylan Heine, his 19th touchdown pass of the season. That one complete to Carson Weisler. Wynot with a 14-0 lead on the number 10 team in the state. But Bloomfield not going to take that lying down. A great drive to end the half ends with a touchdown reception by Lane Warrior from Braden Gunther. It's 14-8. Wynot's lead trimmed to 6 as we head to the half. But second half, Wynot picks it right back up, and it's Dylan Heine again on the ground, splitting the defense, getting it into the end zone from 9 yards out. Wynot extends their lead back up to 14. But here comes Bloomfield. They find another answer, and again, it's through the air. Braden Gunther finding Lane Warrior again, this time from 31 yards out on a 4th and 10. Bloomfield within 6. It's 22-16. We go to the fourth quarter, and Wynot? Maybe this is the one that seals it for him. The dive to the end zone. It's Heine, his second rushing touchdown of the night. He hadn't rushed for a touchdown all season coming into this evening. Wynot up 12 with the ball late, but it's picked off. Braden Gunther intercepts it, takes it to the house from 6 yards out. Bloomfield with new life. They're down 6. And then Wiley Ziegler starts doing Wiley Ziegler things. Late fourth quarter, reverses field, jukes the lineman, jukes the linebackers, picks up a block, jukes the secondary, jukes the people in the concession stand, jukes the person driving the bus, and goes 46 yards to give Bloomfield their first lead of the night with 2 minutes and 1 second to go. But that's too much time when you've got Dylan Heine as a quarterback. Heine heads to the end zone, finds his man. That's Chase Schrader with the one-armed snag. Wynot regains the lead, and they would hold on in the end, coming up with the stop as Bloomfield was driving late. Last chance for the Bees. They go to Ziegler. He can't find the magic on this play. Wynot brings him down. They end the game. They win the district in a bananas ball game. Your final 36-30. The Blue Devils end the regular season unbeaten. And those top plays brought to you in part by Elkhorn Valley Bank. For all your banking needs, Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There's a difference. I'm exhausted, Lou. I didn't even do anything.
What a game. Yeah, that's one of the craziest, wildest, most fun games I've ever been part of. That was a special one out there. Both teams, honestly, have a lot to be proud of. I mean, both teams made mistakes, and both teams, you'd like to get a play here or there back. Yeah. But, both teams showed a ton of heart, and both teams kept coming back, and I would not want to play either one of these guys in the playoffs.
These are two teams that are built for deep playoff runs. Good luck to both of them the rest of the way. All right, we got college football coming your way tomorrow. Wayne State against Bemidji State tomorrow afternoon. We got all kinds of high school sports next week. Head to newschannelnebraska.com. You can see the schedule there. For my broadcast partner, Lou Siefker, Connor Luby in the truck, and the entire NCN Sports crew, including Dylan and Ryan, who need towels. I'm Eric McKay. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.
We now join regular programming on News